But you did. You overexerted.
I did, yeah, a lot. So my fucking, you know that pain you get when you squat and it hurts the inside of your thighs? I have that everywhere.
There goes your personal life.
I know. I can't shit or make love. But I am very, very...
You're in pain today.
Oh, I was in pain yesterday, but it's really bad today.
Well, are you flying to Pittsburgh or driving?
Flying.
So you gotta get on a plane and you can't squat and you gotta...
Much easier to just fly than drive.
You gotta... yeah, I mean, either way, it's uncomfortable to have all your gym cramps.
No, because I'm just going to sit there and just kind of... It's a 1-hour flight. Very easy.
Yeah.
Driving is 6. I think one of the last times I went, Kenny and I had to drive because the flights kept getting canceled. We had 4 flights in a row get canceled, so we were like, fuck it.
Road trip!
Yeah, we just did that. Actually, I had a show that night. And then Kenny noticed there was a big bubble on the tires. They had to give us a new car. That's where Kenny's like...
It's great that you mean before you got in the car?
He notices everything. He does the inspection. Do you do an inspection when you rent a car? Do you walk around and look at all of it?
No.
Me neither.
They go pick a car from that group over there, and I just walk in and grab the one on the end and drive to the hotel. I don't look at anything.
I don't either.
I don't even look at the gas thing until halfway through the drive.
I'm renting a car today just so I don't get stuck in the hotel.
Yeah.
How much to do in Pittsburgh anyway?
No, there isn't. But I like having the rental car whenever I when I do the WWE things and I'm out of town. Even though I'm only there for a weekend and half the time, like...
You're working, yeah.
But I like having the rental car there the morning of, the night before. Like, it's just to know that I'm not stuck in the hotel.
Yeah, you can always Uber, but it's like I feel stupid Ubering everywhere.
Yeah. Especially if you just want to drive around, maybe. You know what I mean? Like you.
If I drive around, it's not going to be good.
Well, yeah, you.
If I drive around Pittsburgh at night, it's going to be an ugly scene.
You're not just going for a drive.
No.
You're like, let me just drive around, check out the town. You know what I could do?
Yeah. Looks like I should check her out for a little while.
Exactly.
Hop in, madam.
Exactly. Hey, is that a young person looking for a ride somewhere?
Madam? The question mark.
Yeah.
Hop in. So yeah, I'm a hurting motherfucker today, man. Fuck.
Well, we'll get you through it. Laughter is the best medicine.
It sure is.
So that's
thank God I'm a doctor.
Oh, shut up. Shut up.
You didn't like that commercial before? The guy went, sweet.
No, because it only... For 2 things. Number 1, I wouldn't like it anyway, but number 2...
Sweet!
It only encourages you.
Yeah.
It really only encourages you.
It makes me think that's a popular thing.
Right, and it's not, because commercial is not popular.
It is. People like it.
Speaking of popular, I do want to mention that before he was a baseball player, Jim Abbott was the bearer of the flag for the United States at the 1987 Pan Am Games.
Was he really?
That's just a little Jim Abbott fact to start the show.
I did not know that, but I do think that should be the beginning of every show.
Just a little something about Jim Abbott.
Jim Abbott facts.
Yeah, yeah. Just to keep in everybody's mind that he had one hand and pitched a no-hitter.
Yeah.
It's just a Jim Abbott fact.
Yeah, it's all I want to do is talk about Jim Abbott. Every day should be Jim Abbott Day here on the show.
Every morning, that's where we start things off.
Yeah.
Man, oh man.
He's an amazing guy.
He is. He's a terrific guy, and I thought he should be recognized once again. He'll be recognized again tomorrow.
We got Joe DeRosa coming on today.
Yes. I'm glad to see Joe DeRosa again. It's been a long time.
Yeah, he was very funny at the roast. And I saw him, he tweeted that he was walking to where we are. So maybe he's just taking a morning stroll.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where he's walking from, but
I don't either.
I wanted to tweet him back like, bro, you're booked at 9, so, don't speed walk.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe he'll stroll in early.
He could. He'd be welcome to. We haven't spoken about the CNN video that they put out.
It's devastating.
It is bad. And it's not like it's information that people didn't necessarily already know, but to hear it from that voice.
Well, it's like if you suspect your girlfriend of cheating, and then you actually see the text message, and you know, and then she says, yes, I did.
Right.
That's the confirmation from your girlfriend that she's cheating.
You know she's cheating. She comes back smelling like cologne.
And you can't stop kissing her.
She has bad excuses about where she's going. Like, it's very obvious. All your friends, like, just kind of look down at the floor, when you talk about her, because everybody knows. But then you're right. There's something else when you see when that text is presented to you. When you see hard evidence that it's like there's nothing going on. It's like that show Catfish. I watch that show Catfish on MTV all the time, and it's incredible. Like, these guys, they go on the show and they tell their stories about these girls, in air quotes, that they meet online. Or sometimes it's girls talking about guys, in air quotes, that they meet online. And they explain the stories of these relationships, and they're so clearly being catfished.
Of course.
None of them work out well. Never. I've never seen an episode of that show. I've seen dozens of episodes of it, and I've never seen an episode of the show where they're like, oh, yeah, no, I really just didn't have time to talk on the phone. I really just prefer texting to video
That's
chat.
such an indicator, by the way, when you want to... That's how you stop yourself from getting catfish, when you want... All right, let's talk on the phone. Well, if there's more than one excuse, they're full of shit.
Yeah, but people had this desperation sits in, and like there was one I was watching where he was sending this girl, quote unquote, money. He sent her like $3,000, and he just kept doing it and kept doing it and kept doing it, even though it was obvious. I don't have any other pictures. I don't have this. I don't have that. And it's like everybody knows.
She wouldn't take a selfie?
No. It was just photos that like there was a few photos because she'd Google image. She was pretending to be this other person, but there would be no video chatting. There would be no
phone.
No.
Was it a girl doing it to a guy or a guy doing it to a guy?
It was a girl. It ended up being a girl doing it to a guy, but when it ends up being the proper gender, the promised gender, I should say.
Yeah.
It always ends up being like a very overweight girl.
A pig, yeah.
Yeah.
But they can talk on the phone, though.
Yes, and when that happens, there are phone conversations, but then it's like, oh, she lives right in your neighborhood, but she's never at home. Or, like, there have been things where it's like she lives, quote unquote, 20 minutes away, but they've been dating over the phone and text for a year and a half. And they've never seen each other.
Yeah, but again, the guys are stupid too.
Absolutely, they're desperate.
I've caught so many people. I've caught the same girl trying to catfish me more than once. She's mentally ill.
Yeah,
and she knows it, and I know she knows it. And did I tell you I busted her on this. She was sending me photos, and I just knew it was too good to be true. I'm like, she's too hot for this.
But see, you had the benefit of like you talk to. You're not in a relationship, right? And you're not necessarily always looking to be in love with somebody. And so you have this thing of like knowing that if it's too good to be true, let me take a step back.
Yeah, it's probably
and figure out what's going on
and
here.
It probably is too good to
right.
And she was coming. This was years ago in Baltimore, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm going to come to the show." So I'm on stage. I'm texting her right before. She's like, "Yeah, I'm in line. I'm with my friend." And then afterwards, I'm like, "Where the fuck were you?" Knowing already, my instincts were already going off. I'm like, this is not right. And she's like, no, I came in, but then I had to leave, and I immediately knew she was lying. I'm like, no. The way the stage is in that room, I can see anybody that walks in that room. The way that at Magoobies, you can look straight ahead at the audience, and everyone has to come in from your left. So no one can walk in that room or walk out of that room while I'm on stage and me not. So whatever, I found out she was lying. She eventually confessed. Because I got a text from the girl, an email from the girl whose picture she was using. I think this girl's got a profile with my pictures, and she's been talking to you. And then I wound up becoming friendly with the actual girl who was smoking hot, whose pictures were being used. So I called this girl out. She told me, like, look, I don't know. She sent me her real photos. She wasn't bad. She was older, but she wasn't like awful. I'm like, what's wrong with you? You're cute. You should just be yourself.
But like, even if she's okay, the fact that she spent all that time lying to you is like,
it was only a day and a half. I find out fast. And then she tried it again recently. There's another one recently on fucking Instagram. And it was something wrong with it. It was just not right.
Yeah.
But she had enough posts and enough followers. If a girl is really hot and she has very, very few responses to every photo, it's probably bullshit. You know what I mean? If a girl is really, really hot, they always have friends and stuff commenting.
Right. It's not like a secret that you just found for yourself.
Yeah. So then we start Snapchatting, and I'm like, I know you're lying. I know you are, and I know exactly what you're doing. And she wrote back on a long apology. I'm really sorry. You know, I'm mentally ill, blah, 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 blah. I have it screen capped. She said, please don't ruin my life. Like, ruin your life, you asshole, but stop wasting everyone's time.
Yeah, Just stop it. It's annoying.
It's annoying, and it's a time waste.
Yeah, they do that. They do that on the Catfish show. They find like the real people. Because I mean, it's so amazing what you can do with Google. It's really not that tough to figure it out.
It really is not.
They take the photo from the profile, and they just drag the photo into a Google search, and they find where the photo actually matches, and they'll end up like FaceTiming with the person who's in the actual photo, not, you know,
right.
And then they'll get the guy who's being catfished, and he'll be talking to this hot girl who he thinks he's been talking to, and the girl, they're always nice about it, but they're like, no, sorry, I haven't been talking to you. I have a boyfriend, but good luck. You know, they're just crushed. They're like, well, I don't understand. Why would she have wasted my time? Why would she have lied? But it's like, because that's what they do.
It's not her. It's just just another mental patient.
Yeah.
With nothing better to do. So many people have 15 accounts. Mm-hmm. They get nothing else to do.
Yeah, and they have friends that it's all them. Like they've done that before too. Like 10 different Facebooks where it's like they're commenting on each other's photos, but it's all one person.
Yeah, it really is a sickness. And people are that lonely and that broken. And I hate them, but I also kind of feel bad for them. Like, wow, if that's what your whole life is, just pretending to be different people. I say this as Chip and Edgar and Craig Traeger. But like trying to fool people like that, and you need relationships with people so bad, it's fucked up.
And it's loneliness on both parts, right? Because the other side of it is if you're that lonely that you're going to see all these signs that you're being tricked and lied to. And you're just ignoring them because you so badly want a connection to somebody who is too hot for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You also have to know.
And you know they're too hot for you.
Right. Of course you know they're too hot
so it's too good to be true. Yeah, it is.
But they just I finally met somebody who likes me for my personality. Oh, I knew it. I knew if I could find one of these hot chicks to just get to know me.
Who wants a real relationship.
Yeah, and I could save them from all these jerks that are around.
Yeah, if somebody you're talking to won't send you a brief video, then going, hello, they're lying to you.
Or it's 2017. FaceTime.
FaceTime.
Everybody FaceTimes.
Yes, I don't.
You don't at all?
I hate it.
I hate FaceTime too, but a lot of people now FaceTime and they don't even call at all because they get like these small minute plans and then they FaceTime over Wi-Fi because it's free. But FaceTime, everybody FaceTimes now. I don't like FaceTime either.
No.
But if you were meeting a girl online, you would probably FaceTime with her.
Yeah, I would. I would. I think it's the best way to do it. Or send just some indication that this is you. But anyway, we're off the subject of catfishing.
So,
it does exist, and there is a way to figure it out. And if you think they're lying, they're probably lying.
But so there's that moment on those shows where it takes an hour, and it's a build-up, and everybody knows it's fake. But then you actually see the person say, "Yeah, no, I was faking it. Yeah, no, it was me pretending to be this other person. I'm sorry, but I was faking it." And that is what this CNN video is.
Yeah,
it's the video that it came out a couple days ago. And Veritas is the name of the organization?
Yeah, Project Veritas.
Is this James O'Keefe again?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, this guy's a motherfucker, man.
So Project Veritas sent somebody undercover to the CNN's headquarters or whatever in Atlanta and talk to one of the senior producers.
But how'd they get this guy to talk about this stuff? I mean, he obviously hidden camera.
He had to put in work. Like there had to be.
Where were they?
It had to go undercover for a little while. Like I don't think this was, I just met this guy and we started talking. I think that this guy was tricked for a while.
Yeah, who did he think this guy was?
That's what I wonder. Because it sucks, man. It sucks. Yeah, that's the video. It sucks when you're getting, like, people shouldn't be secretly filming people and secretly tricking people and all that stuff. But I don't care who you are. If you're a producer for CNN, I don't care who you're talking to. And not just a producer, like one of the senior producers. Like, you can't run your mouth about this stuff. You have to realize that anybody can go tell somebody, can be recording something.
Can be filming
like this stuff happens, or even just making one of those audio recordings.
Secretly recording somebody for, like, to be salacious or to be a piece of shit. But to find out that the press has been faking a story about the president.
Worse.
I think that's an acceptable time to secretly record somebody. I think
it's for the greater good.
And it's also legit. That's legitimate news. When a news organization is admitting, yeah, it's probably bullshit, and we know it's bullshit, and we have no proof, and the fucking Jeff Zucker said, that to me is a legit.
Yeah,
so he's a producer on their medical team.
The guy that he talked to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the guy that's
the hidden camera dude.
The guy that's saying it's bullshit.
What do you mean?
Right. You're talking about John,
the CNN producer that they're talking to.
John Bonifield.
Yes, he's a producer on CNN's medical team.
Senior producer.
Yes.
So he knows what's going on there, and he's also privy to the internal discussions with Jeff Zucker
and CNN.
He's been there for a while.
Yeah, and their statement is that, well, this is his opinion.
Oh, okay.
It's not a... Well, here's what I love about this Project Veritas video, and we'll tweet it out at Jim and Sam Show. But the meat of it, they do it before the video even starts. Like I watched the whole 8-minute thing, and they, you know, kind of create the narrative within these 8 minutes, but the real meat and the hidden camera clips happen right at the beginning of the video. It's perfect. You want to watch the beginning?
Yeah, the beginning I do. And O'Keefe, everyone thought it was a bust. His first CNN thing, all those old tapes, they were, and it was kind of a bust.
It was a bit of a bust.
But
especially because he played it up like, oh, we got a big drop coming, and then everybody was like, it was like when Rachel Maddow was tweeting out, we got Trump's tax returns on the show tonight, and it was like, this isn't. Yeah, he gave a lot of money to taxes. He paid the government like $30 million,
and it could just be this guy's opinion again. Yeah,
But this is the video that came out, and he did it without. This time, O'Keefe was smart enough to not hype it up before it came out. He just dropped it.
Yeah,
and it's made a giant.
Think this guy's upset. And plus, CNN just had that story retraction, and 3 reporters had to be resigned.
It was right at the same time. It was a story about Russia.
Terrible fucking timing, but they're just awful. And they're all awful, but they're just getting caught.
Yeah, and
they're a little more arrogant than CNN's a bit more cocky
because they have that liberal thinking of, well, morally, I'm right here. Like our news is a service to the morals of this country. Like what we're doing is not a business. It is getting out there that the President Trump is a bad man. He's bad.
Yeah, they're a little cocky.
Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, you like to see him get taken down a peg, right?
Well, yeah, except I think they're kind of shitty, yeah.
Especially when you're taking these shortcuts.
Yeah.
CNN constantly, like, Russia this, Russia that.
Because it's ratings.
Because it's ratings?
Our ratings are incredible right now.
But honestly, you think the whole Russia shit is just, like, bullshit.
Could be bullshit. I mean, it's mostly bullshit right now. Like, we don't have any big, giant proof. I just feel like they don't really have it, but they want to keep digging. And so I think the president is probably right to say, like, look, you are witch hunting me. Like, you have no smoking gun. You have no real proof. And the CEO of CNN said in our internal meeting, he said, good job, everybody, covering the climate accords. But we're done with it. Let's get back to Russia.
Then why CNN?
That is fucking
that's it.
Devastating.
They're all hidden camera. All that is is the senior producer guy from CNN. Like, if you get asked, I love the balls on the hidden camera guy. First of all, he blurred out his own face, but didn't blur out the CNN.
Well,
guy's face.
he might be undercover doing more stuff.
He probably
That's
is.
the only reason I find that acceptable.
Maybe it's Ian Halpern.
It probably is His Highness Hollywood. So, tell me about Russia. When you get asked, though, the balls on him to just go like, so, but seriously, though, like all this Russia stuff, like, that's total bullshit, right? And he falls for it.
What was their relationship? What was going on between these two that he was comfortable? Like, there's probably a lot of conversation that was cut out of this, like just like casual stuff.
Oh, definitely. There's tons of edits. Yeah.
So what was he... Were they flirting? Were they? Who did he think he was?
Bonifield has told colleagues at CNN that he met the videographer through a peer mentoring program, and the associate represented himself as an aspiring journalist who wanted career guidance and mentoring.
Oh man,
they met about 5 times.
So he's really thinking like this.
Another mentee stabbing his mentor in the back. That's not good.
Wow,
that's not good.
Oh no, I know that's bad news. Yeah, when the
no integrity.
No, when the mentor gets stabbed by the young one, that's terrible.
No, only bad people do that.
Terrible
very bad people.
Yeah, it's never the fault of the mentor.
But what a shitty producer to like just give everything up after meeting this guy 5 times.
Did he sound to you like he might have had a couple of drinks? Didn't it sound like it was more of a casual?
Oh, it was definitely casual.
Hang. I don't know if he was, but it sounded to me like somebody who had been drinking a little bit. And
maybe he had a couple cocktails at lunch.
Yeah, and was like relaxed.
Liquid lunch, you know what I mean? Like just hanging.
And trying to be like the cool, like, hey, I'll give you the inside skinny kid. Like, you know, sometimes you want to give the information.
There are people, and I'm sure this guy, the secret videographer man, is a professional at finding these people, but there are people who... they take on mentees You know what I mean? There are people who want to be mentors because they want to impress somebody.
And they want to be important.
And they give secrets out because they give these secrets out because they want the young person to know, like, oh, he really knows
this guy knows what's going on, yeah.
And that to me is what that is. That to me is a guy who, you know, Travis said he's a senior producer for the medical unit at CNN. So maybe he feels like he should be really respected a little bit more at CNN.
Yeah, maybe he was guessing. But that Zucker thing about get back to Russia, that's not a guess. He heard him say that because he's in on those calls.
And he said there's no hard proof.
Yeah, we know there's no proof. That's just very bad for CNN.
It's
very bad for CNN. It looks fucking awful.
Yeah.
There's no way to spin it where they're not even saying that it was. They're just saying, hey, it's his opinion.
I wonder if Trump's going to change the name again, because if you remember, first CNN's name was Fake News. Then he renamed it to Very Fake News. So I wonder.
It's terrible.
I wonder if he'll have an announcement about the new name for CNN.
I'm sure you could find guys at Fox doing the same thing. MSNBC. Sure. No one's under the illusion that they don't do it.
It's great too to watch Fox though decide to take the holier than thou approach of like, I don't believe that this is going on. You know, but like. It's happening. It's happened forever on Fox. It's happened forever on MSNBC.
Is CNN covering it?
CNN is more focused. CNN has taken responsibility for the article that they had to retract. Like, they've covered that.
They released a statement for this, but that's it.
Yeah, but they haven't been
they
like...
Look fucking... their brand is like being destroyed.
Do you think he's going to be included in meetings anymore?
No, I would say he won't get the invite.
But where's going?
Guys, I usually come to these meetings.
He's just sitting there eating a sandwich by himself while everyone else is out of the fucking meeting.
Yeah, he was told they don't. I was told we don't do Thursday meetings anymore. Yeah, really? Well, guess what? There's no proof of that either. I've heard that that's bullshit too.
A lot of guys
lips.
A lot of guys may agree with him there, though. You know, just because they're CNN employees, there may be other people that go, yeah, it is bullshit, and we are wasting our timing, and it is a witch hunt, and I don't like Trump, but it's a waste. You know, a lot of guys may feel that way too, and be like, yeah, he was right to say that.
Did the president retweet that image?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So
fake news network.
A guy tweeted. First of all, this means that our president is checking his app mentions, which is incredible. But a guy tweeted Donald Trump fake news network in the same font as CNN. It's not even clever. And our president retweeted it to announce, yes, I agree with you.
You should tweet him. He probably only checks his verifieds.
Oh, that's true. And I got that check.
Yeah.
I'm sure because this guy's verified. He probably checks his verified app mentions.
Of course he does. He wants to know if celebrities are talking to him.
Yeah.
He's got a ball with this, too.
Donald is?
Yeah, just this whole thing. I don't know if you've been reading his tweets. He's just loving this.
He should. He should like this one. He's right about this one. They are shitty, and they use fake news to slam any conservative stuff and any Republican stuff, and now it's come back to fucking tear their throats out.
Yeah.
It's like literally knocking them down to where they're not going to be taken seriously as a fucking news organization. It's terrible. That's it's like when you accuse somebody of flirting. If you're cheating and you accuse somebody of flirting, and like, I'm not flirting, and then they get into your shit and you're fucking someone else.
Right.
You should have just kept your mouth shut.
If you're a guy, right? Are you?
Yeah.
Oh. And you're cheating, you can never trash your girlfriend to the girl that you're cheating on her with, because there is always the possibility that she's going to record you, she's going to tell her. Right. There are certain things that in a position that you're in, you just can never publicly say. You just can't. You can't talk to anyone in a public space about the fact that if you're a producer at CNN, the Russia stuff is mainly bullshit. Because who knows? Who knows what if somebody's behind you overhearing you? What if somebody's over here? Like, these were spots, they were in a lobby of a building waiting for an elevator when he was saying some of that stuff. It's crazy.
You know, people around here yap, though.
I know they do. Everybody needs to...
Do they talk shit around here?
Yeah.
Everybody needs
constantly.
They need to feel important. Sure. Everybody needs to get
like
that
I have the inside scoop.
Yeah.
And people also like to just get stuff off their chest because it's frustrating. Like, whenever you're thinking of something, you're like, ugh, and you just want to tell somebody, and you don't plan on being videotaped.
This was a guy, though, that what was weighing on him was the fact that he didn't have the power and the respect. You know what I mean? And he wants to. It's like when a guy brings in an intern and like immediately starts trying to condition them to thinking that he is super powerful.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't get that respect from his colleagues.
That might be it, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure that
it happens all the time.
It does. It absolutely does.
Yeah.
Do you think this doesn't add, like, people that are watching CNN, do you think this really changes their opinion on it? Because it's like the Alex Jones thing. Like, that made him look like a buffoon with Megyn Kelly. And I'm sure Alex Jones fans, if you're a fan of that, you don't care.
InfoWars didn't lose a beat. Nope.
Some people may, though, but it's the peripheral people and the people that, like, when you're mainstream, CNN's mainstream. Alex Jones is not. I mean, when you're becoming mainstream, there's a lot of people that are going to look at CNN and go like, ugh.
Yeah, I think because
what the fuck are they doing? That's embarrassing. The story and then this, like, what are they? You know, even if you hate Trump, you might go, fuck it, I'll watch it on MSNBC.
Right. Alex Jones is targeting his audience, right? Like InfoWars targets his audience, whereas CNN is fighting for news eyes. Like CNN needs the people who don't watch CNN to be like, you know what, MSNBC and Fox News, that's kind of bullshit. CNN is my network. And I don't see how that happens now. You know, CNN looks like a joke. MSNBC.
They look terrible.
MSNBC forever looked way worse than CNN because they're so obviously, like the liberal bias is so blatant on MSNBC. It's like the equivalent of Fox News, like a very blatant, skewed point of view. Which is fine. It attracts an audience. CNN, their spot was, yeah, but we're the real news network.
It's definitely hurt them because isn't MSNBC riding like record ratings?
Yes. MSNBC was like in the shitter forever.
As early as December.
Yeah. And now there have been nights where they beat Fox News, which is unheard of.
Well, the guy, the president of MSNBC was like, sweet.
I didn't realize he had said that.
Someone has information on this guy, on what the
on this Gizzle.
Yes, Bridget. Hi, Bridget.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Hello.
Hey, Gite.
Actually, my point. Yeah, thanks. My point was more in tune with Sam's because like my favorite line in The Devil's Advocate is vanity. It's my favorite sin. This guy was.
It's not my favorite line.
What's your favorite line?
Touch, but don't taste.
But he was approached basically with an ego stroke.
Yeah.
Like, mentor me, teach me something, be like somebody bigger than you are, because I'm some lowly guy. And then, because of that, little boost of ego, he's, more willing and open to talk about it, just to
that's right.
Boast himself.
Ego, easing God out.
What happens.
All right, Busey. Yeah, that's exactly it. You hear people do
Thank you, Bridget.
in a couple of different ways, however they want to do it. Sometimes these people who have perceived power, but maybe not as much as they'd like, they use it to fuck chicks. Like, you always hear about media personalities that use their spot in front of the camera to try to fuck girls.
You think Geraldo dumped a lot of loads because he's Geraldo?
I believe he did. That's my opinion. I think my gut instinct would say that Geraldo did. Yeah,
he's
did.
Met a lot of girls. I think didn't he write a book about all the girls he fucked? Geraldo fucked a lot of girls.
He did. Yes, I think he did.
I'd love to know his Rolodex.
Oh, all the girls that he brought in.
Man, from the 70s through.
Yeah.
He was like super open when he was on the show. Like last year, I think.
Yeah.
Talking about just like how hard it is not to cheat and not get caught. Like not now, but like back in the day.
He loves to fuck. He got a fucking problem.
And he likes showing off his bod.
He does like showing off his body. Anybody that's taking mirror bathroom selfies and sending them out
in the middle of the night
in his 60s.
Isn't he 71 now?
Or maybe he must have been in his late 60s then when he sent out that selfie. Like, that's a guy who's got a hell of a libido.
Yeah.
They look good.
Geraldo likes to fuck.
Yeah, he does.
He loves bad bitches,
Good
man.
for him.
He loves it. Look at him.
Who did he send that to?
He tweeted it.
He loves his V.
Yeah, the V is pretty impressive.
He's like, what man at my age has this V? Look how low he's got that towel.
What did he say in the picture, in the caption?
There's a treat under here waiting for you. He's got his towel. Geraldo has his towel positioned so low. Geraldo. He's got his towel positioned so low. Like, he was definitely easing it down easing it down just to the pube line. Because he obviously shaves his pubes, too. But just to where... Because he probably trims them. He's probably still got a little bit of a bush.
It's right over the bump of the base of your dick.
Right. Like, just to where there's legit dick and pubis. That's where he drew the line and held that towel. But yeah, I mean, Geraldo, I'm sure he said, can you imagine the shit that Geraldo has said to get his dick sucked? Especially in like the 70s and 80s when it was very, very difficult to secretly record people. He tweeted out, 70 is the new 50.
And by the way, it wasn't hard. People are like, it's so horrifying. But a lot of times, if you're like, if it was a woman who did that, be like, oh my God, she's so...
Right, she's embracing...
Like, she's incredible.
If Helen Mirren was like, oh, you can still be sexy, people would be like, that. Yeah, it's about time.
His glasses ruined it.
His rose-colored
Those red glasses wrecked it and looked weird.
Well, that's how he looks at the world, baby, through rose-colored glasses.
It just looked bizarre.
You know, he thinks that's so hip.
He does. He definitely does.
He later said he was drunk and lonely.
Did he really?
Yeah.
He was drunk when he did it?
Yeah, he said he had a few drinks. I had taken that picture Saturday morning, and I was looking at it, just going through, and I said, I got to tweet this thing. I look pretty good for a 70-year-old.
By the way, he definitely jerks off looking in the mirror. Like, that's him. He jerked off right after taking that photo, I believe. I think he jerks off looking at himself in the mirror. And looking at his bike, because you clench up when you're jerking off, and he likes to see his muscles get all tense and stuff. He looks at his own body when he jerks off. You ever do that, Troy?
No, I've never looked at my own body and jerked off.
It's weird, right?
It's a little strange. Yeah, he probably was at the gym, got a good pump on.
Yeah, exactly.
He does look good for 70.
He looks great. He looks great for any age.
For 50, yeah. He's in good shape.
He looks great for 33.
Well,
he looks better than me.
Yeah. It's not exactly a high bar.
Oh. No, you don't think so?
No.
Setting the bar pretty low.
Yeah, I guess so.
You're in okay shape. Colin was so funny. He told me I work out. He goes, you don't look like you're in shape. You look waterlogged. It was fucking... I thought of that all day yesterday. I really do.
But yeah, so Geraldo's probably said really dumb shit that he shouldn't say to girls to try to get them to fuck him. Other guys, people who are lower than Geraldo, people who maybe don't host the show. Like Geraldo's producers.
Oh, yeah.
They probably try to get, the interns. They tell them, they go off half-cocked and tell them, stories that they kind of know as if they really know them.
Or if they're there, yeah.
Just so the interns think, oh, man, that guy right there, that producer, he's the man.
Bette Midler fucked him, too?
I bet she did.
She did. She said sex with Geraldo is nothing to write home about.
Oh, Bet. Fuck you. I bet her sex with Geraldo is fantastic.
I had sex with Geraldo, but I don't think I would write about it. It was nothing to write home about. That's the best you can do. He was cute in those days. And then she wrote, he's not adorable anymore.
I wouldn't write about having sex with Geraldo.
Neither are you, fatso.
She wrote, I wouldn't write about having sex with Geraldo. Ew. That's what she told to Joy Behar. Oh, shut up. You yentas just kibitzing about Geraldo. He's still fucking and you're not. So
yeah, exactly.
Relax, Bette Midler. Okay, you're nothing to write home about yourself. You were the ugly one in Beaches. Okay? Insulting Geraldo. Look at that bod on him.
Let me see what Bette looks like now.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's see if she's still fuckable.
Is she taking bathroom selfies?
This is obviously a 6-year-old quote we're talking about, but she's that in 2011.
She can't block a plate either.
Was she ever fuckable?
Oh, wait, why?
George runs right over her.
Oh.
Look at her. Look at the first photo. That's what she's young, okay? You mean to tell me that Geraldo didn't rock her world? She was no peach.
That was in that Witches era, right? Didn't she do Hocus Pocus?
Witches of Eastwick.
Wait, did she do Witches of Eastwick?
No, I'm thinking of Hocus
Pocus.
Oh, who was in Witches of Eastwick? She wasn't. That was Cher.
Yeah. Yeah, Cher was in it.
Who else
I don't remember who else was. But I'll tell you this about Hocus Pocus, too. She wasn't the hot one in that either.
Nope.
Sarah Jessica Parker was.
And they're like...
she was the not as fat one in Hocus Pocus.
Bette Midler looks great in a swimsuit. They're saying, no, she doesn't.
No.
She's
bad. Getting out of a tub in The Shining. That's exactly what she looks like.
Insulting Geraldo. You believe that?
She was never fuckable. Was she? Was there ever a time
At one point, I might have stuck her.
I think people liked her because she was like talented. Like she was a good singer.
Who's in the Witches of Eastwick? That's going to drive me nuts now.
Look at her. Look at her.
She's ugly.
She is not a conventionally attractive woman.
No, I think she got better as she got older.
She got better and then worse?
Yeah.
So she hit her. So
Yeah.
she's one of these women that in her 40s hit her peak
Yeah.
and then fell back off.
Yeah,
again.
because there's nothing in those like 80s photos that look appealing at all.
No. But you'd fuck her in the 90s? You'd give
I googled it. I found it.
you'd give Bette Midler a run for her money in the 90s?
Wasn't Hocus Pocus in the 90s? I might have to go like late 90s.
This is her in the 90s.
Yeah, Hocus Pocus was the mid 90s.
Yeah, like she looks better there than any other the other photos.
She looks like a woman. She in the 90s.
I'm not saying she looks amazing.
She looked better
No.
when she was younger, though.
She
like
looks-
that, she looks okay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
Big heavy tits.
Yeah, I guess.
she has. Luckily, she has youth on her side there.
Like she wouldn't be the hottest girl at the school she went to.
No, I mean, look, we're trying to find the year we would have sex with her.
She
Yeah,
looks
exactly.
like she looks like Bernadette Peters in The Jerk. There, remember Bernadette Peters?
Yeah.
How sexy she was in that.
Yeah.
That weird fucking dumb voice she had.
I guess she looks all right.
Oh yuck!
She looks all right in that black and white photo you had up. Not there. I mean, right? Okay.
Yeah, I guess.
But that's like
She was big in gay bathhouses. Like she performed around a bunch of nude men who didn't want to fuck her.
exactly.
So she
Exactly.
knew her audience.
Yeah. Well, guess what? I'll bet she'd fuck Geraldo today if Geraldo was like, bet for all time's sake, why don't we roll around in the hay?
Yeah, she should have been super excited for Geraldo.
She's just trying to talk herself up.
Yeah, I think so.
That's bullshit.
Maybe he mentioned her and she didn't like it.
Yeah, probably. She's like, yeah, I fucked Bette Midler, so.
The Witches of Eastwick were Cher, Michelle Pfeiffer, Susan Sarandon.
All way hotter than Bette Midler.
I'm not attracted at all to Susan Sarandon.
No?
No.
Even back in the day, a little bit?
I'd fuck her in the Rocky Horror Show. Then I would fuck Susan Sarandon.
Is that a code for asshole?
No, she's a little old. She's 70 now. Wow.
Yeah. But now she's going through her, like, renaissance. She likes to, like, smoke pot and play ping pong and hang out with young dudes.
Wasn't she married to Tim Robbins? Or
She
no?
was. She's divorced now.
Oh, poor. You don't want to be a 70-year-old divorced woman.
Yeah, she's, like, young and hip, though, now. She hangs out with her daughter, I think. She owns that ping pong club in the city.
Ew.
You didn't know about that?
I did not.
It's a hip ping pong club.
I used to DJ there.
What's it called?
Did you ever see her there?
She has been there. I have never seen her there, though.
I think Who Kid's thrown parties for her there that she went to.
It's a pretty awesome spot.
Yeah, I hear good things about it.
Like, if you want to go play ping pong, do something with a girl, it's like the place to go.
It is like a thing. It's a good date spot in the sense that if you're like...
Really?
Yeah, because it's unconventional a little bit.
Is there a lot of
And
food
it's
there?
hip.
They serve food?
Yeah.
They have food.
It's a ping pong club, though. You don't
Who the
like...
fuck wants to go play ping pong with a broad? Your hands are going to stink like the racket?
Well, it's like you don't take a girl bowling anymore. 'Cause
No,
it's
I don't.
2017, but you go play ping pong instead. It's the city. It's kitschy. You know what I mean?
Bowling's not cool?
Hey, let's
No.
find shoes for you that someone else has worn. Yuck.
If bowling's cool, consider me Miles Davis.
I wish you were. He's dead.
Yeah, see, it's like a hip spot. Young people are there.
It looks awful.
There's probably good music playing. You know, if DJ Troy Kwan is there, you know he's tearing up the ones
I
and twos.
suck at ping pong.
Yeah, that could
You
be
do?
fun.
Well, that's the problem, that you would be emasculated quickly because of your poor ping pong skills. Forrest Gump, you are not.
Is there a lot of fighting there, you think?
No, never when I was there.
No, it's not a pool.
Fighting?
It's not a pool hall.
No, it's not like Hood or Thugs.
Is it like that movie Roadhouse?
No.
It's not that type of place?
No.
Oh.
How's the pool halls in New York City? Have you ever been?
They make like hip ones too. There are hip pool halls now.
Look at how crowded that fucking place is.
That's for like a tournament or something.
There's so much.
You want to go to a nice empty establishment.
Right.
I just don't like giant pool halls.
That way a girl knows that, like, oh, you know all the cool spots. There's no one here.
No, but it's crowded. You can't get a beverage. Everyone's there. The
No, no, no,
bathrooms
no.
have long.
If we go to Dave & Buster's at 1 in the afternoon, it'll be cool.
Yeah, this is cool.
Judah's in there playing ping pong.
Yeah.
I think he used to play.
It is. It's like a cool. He's a world champion, I think.
Oh, it used to be like a basement. It looks.
Yeah, it's like the cool. It is like a cool version of Dave and Buster's. You know, and it's not like there's like spots like Barcade, but you can't take a girl to Barcade because every guy. You know what Barcade is?
No.
It's a bar that is full of arcade, like old school 80s arcade games. You would probably actually enjoy
Yeah,
it.
you would love it. That's
I'm
all
like
the games you used to play.
They have asteroids.
Yeah, of course.
Of course they do.
Yeah, but I don't want to touch it now. Everybody's dirty hands. I guess I'll bring Purell.
Yeah, bring little wipes.
Yeah, I mean it's an arcade.
We used to play asteroids, and you'd smoke a cigarette, and you'd always leave the cigarette on the machine. The machines all had black cigarette marks on them.
You used to put dog doo-doo on payphones.
I did.
And now you won't touch an arcade machine?
Well, now I know more about germs.
How do you get up in the elevator?
Wait.
Use my
Back
alcohol.
then, you didn't think there were germs on dog poop?
No, I didn't touch it with my hand, though.
Oh,
and
I
the machines
see.
you didn't think. But do you remember the old arcade games? They would always
it's
have
already
those-
come out of the butt. There's no germs.
Yeah, it's fine.
Once it comes out of the butt. All of the germs are when
get
it's
left in the
touching the
butt.
butthole. Yeah, you would probably enjoy. I mean, you wouldn't like the bar part, probably. You should just get arcade games in your house.
No, I don't want them that much. I
Maybe you'll
wouldn't
make
play
the
'em.
newspaper again.
I wouldn't play them again. Yeah, that was true. I did like that. Was my first press.
Yeah,
Me and old Ozzy.
that'd be cool.
I would never use it.
Like the apartment from Big. That's what your apartment should be.
No.
I would come over then.
Would you?
Oh yeah.
Maybe you'd be invited.
Ooh, you invited me before. You told me I could sleep over. I said no.
You want to pal around? I might have some people over in a couple of days.
You think so?
Yeah,
When?
over the weekend.
All right.
Let's see if it's nice out.
What do you mean you have to see if it's nice out? You do it in advance. You can't wake up in the morning and be like, oh, it's a sunny day. Hey, everybody, want to come over? Like, we're like,
But I don't know
no.
how to cater it or anything. I don't know what to do. Do I get someone to help me cater? I have no idea what to do.
You could-
I don't have that many chairs.
You give a you made the grand mistake of throwing out the Yogi Bow.
I should have kept that.
Perfect.
I should have kept the Yogi Bow.
Yeah.
I have a couple outdoor chairs.
You got couches,
Yeah.
but you don't want people sitting on the couch.
No, I do, but I don't have any chairs they can converse. So just be a bunch of people on the couch feeling stupid.
How many chairs do you have outside?
Couple, 4.
How many friends do you have? That should be enough.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you should. But you got to invite people in advance.
I will, but I have to see what the weather's going to be like. People sit
Look at your
outside.
fucking phone right now. What do you mean? I'm going to see
Maybe
what the
Monday.
weather's going to look like.
Maybe Monday I have a few people over.
Yeah, you should have people over. It would be a great. Who are the people? Who's going to make the list?
Well, I figured some coworkers.
Who will make the list though?
Travis will make the list.
Okay.
Ooh,
Troy Kwan.
awesome.
Oh, great! Congrats. I mean, can I come? Because you haven't.
I think the three of us would be good.
Yeah.
Me, Troy, and Jim.
That'd be cool.
I would invite E-Rock. He's invited me to his house.
You haven't said me.
I'm not done with the list.
Oh,
Roland. I would invite Roland.
okay,
Bobby?
Yeah,
but maybe
but I
not.
may just have coworkers.
Oh,
Maybe it's not a comedy party. Maybe it's a
thinking-
radio party.
Yeah, only because I don't have enough chairs.
Paul.
Yes, I would invite Paul.
He would get the invite.
Yes,
That's big.
And Paul's a good guy.
he's a good
I know
guy.
he's a good guy, but that's big.
Anthony
Whoa,
Cumia.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. So close.
Yeah,
I would invite this Anthony too.
Really?
Yeah, I like his smile.
he's only been here for a little bit.
I know,
though.
but if I need shit done in the house, he'd do it.
That's true. You
Yeah,
should
he would bring some
kind of,
chairs.
he would be more like a Eddie Murphy
A
coming
helper.
to America. Yeah.
He'd be a helper.
right, Anthony. You know,
I'm having a party this weekend.
why don't you stop by the house? Anthony's out front of the building driving cars
What time should I have people over? During the day or in the early evening?
during the day.
Okay.
Yeah.
day into evening.
On Monday?
Yeah, like in the afternoon.
Yeah. 2-ish, 3-ish.
Yeah. 3 o'clock. People show up 3, 4, 5. You
I'll be
know.
there at 2:45.
Do you have a
Yeah.
grill?
I have a very small one I've never used. I have an oven I've never used.
Anthony, can you cater this thing?
If you need me to, yes.
Yeah, you can cater. All right. So
Now, should I get someone to cater? I don't know what to buy. I don't know how. I literally have no idea what to buy.
You should talk to Roland. He'll hook up like a good barbecue spot.
Yeah, Roland can tell you where to get good food from barbecue.
But I want someone to come and cater it.
What do you mean come and cater? Just get the food there.
Ew.
What are you talking about?
Why is it? Ooh, I want to make sure I have enough
There
stuff.
can't be cum in the food, dude.
Well, there will be anyway. You think I'm just feeding everybody? I'm going to look at all your faces on Tuesday morning and know what I did to you.
Oh, it's like that ISIS story.
That's right. Yeah. Instead of your own children, I'm going to feed your mind.
What do you mean you want somebody to come and cater it?
Like Anthony Cumia, he would have 50 people over, but he would always have someone there cooking and
Just
making
get food.
No, but I don't know what to get. I
Get
don't know where to put it.
And put it on a table. You have a table. Put it
Just
on
get
a
Mighty
table.
Quinn's. Go to Mighty Quinn's.
yeah.
Get enough brisket. Get enough wings.
Nah, barbecue's messy. It'll get all over my white couch.
Oh my God, Jim. You are not a fun guy.
I'm not. You're right.
You know what I mean?
I'm
and
not.
you try to be
I'm
fun.
trying to be fun.
And you're not a fun person.
I'm gonna be fun. I'm gonna be fun.
Then you got to get barbecue. You know what I do when I have people over at the apartment? I get like 3 things of boneless wings from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Oh, yeah. Can B-Dubs cater?
Yeah. I get like 3 big, large orders of boneless wings. Jess gets usually gets a big salad from somewhere, I think. and then
Or 2 small salads.
or a couple small salads, and then that's it. And then you get a little
But
something.
then the caterers will bring plates, things like that.
Just get paper plates. You live across the street from a grocery store.
I know, but I'm saying it's very windy outside. Like I ate outside last night for the first time. I was eating Vietnamese food by myself on a table.
That's cool.
And I had to weigh down all my napkins.
Was it way more of a hassle than it needed to be?
Yes, it was.
Jim set a table for himself outside.
Plus, I have to get
tonight. I'm gonna treat myself to dinner outside on the patio.
I had to get some beer. I gotta get some beers for people. You guys don't want to drink.
I don't drink either, but I
We
always
can bring our own though.
you can.
No,
you know
I'm
what?
not
I'll expense you. I mean,
You know what I've done in the past? I have told people to just bring their favorite beer.
yeah, that's very common.
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
'Cause that
if
way-
you want to drink,
But I
then-
don't want to have people bring their own beer. I want to host something that my friends just show up to and you don't have to do anything.
And buy a bunch of beers.
I don't know what kind of beer to get or how much.
Just get fucking
2 6-packs?
He meant it for real.
Do I have drinks for people?
Because he went, that's not enough. Because he was really going to get 2 6-packs. Who wants a cool can of beer?
Yeah, anybody want a fucking Schlitz? And I can't invite the intern, I think, because she's not allowed to do out of work
No,
stuff
yeah,
with
she's
us.
not allowed.
No. Yeah, you can't invite the
So I
lady
would
intern
invite
to your apartment.
Anthony. Well, with all of you, I wouldn't invite her alone. With Anthony, Sam.
Mary Jean?
Yeah, I would have Mary Jean.
That's
come.
fun,
Sure,
right?
Mary Jean. Troy.
Can my woman come?
Well, yeah, of course.
Did we
Nice.
get plus ones?
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's more beer. Because Jess is a fucking, she throws him back. All
Oh,
right.
yeah.
So Travis plus Lisa. Sam and
Jess.
Jess. Yeah, of course.
Now that we got these plus ones, we might have to cut the list.
Okay, that's 4. Troy, and Troy may bring some hoe with him. Troy,
I won't.
because sometimes it depends on. Sometimes Troy rolls into my place stag, and I always tell him he can bring one of his
But like,
thoughts
when
with him
people
if he
walk
wants.
in, what do you do? What do you do when they walk in?
You
Like
just
when they
welcome
walk
them
into your
in.
house, hey, what's up? What's playing? We're all just sitting there looking at each other. How you
WWE
doing?
Network is usually what I go
No,
with.
look, it's Jim. Jim, it's your house. You put on like the boneyard, have the boneyard in the background. You just walk in and be like, hey, come on in. There's some stuff over here. Help make yourself at home. Grab a beer.
I don't want to listen to the Boneyard.
I might put on the pop station or whatever, or 80s.
The pop station.
I don't know what to play.
Just playing fucking Eddie Money while everybody's sitting
That'd be
around.
nice.
Would you? I'd be looking at Troy like what's he playing?
Yeah, but if I went over and the boneyard was on, I would get that.
I almost thought of hiring Denny to DJ it if I had people at night. Like DJ Denny would be fun.
that would be fun.
Oh yeah, that'd be great.
Well, why don't you carry it over? Why don't you have people over in the afternoon and then have Denny show up at like 7 or 8 and like carry it over, and that's when the party starts. Like,
I don't have enough chairs inside.
who cares about
People
chairs?
stand and talk.
Yeah, and then
No, I know, but you need chairs.
we'll be grinding on each other anyway.
I don't have a table.
by the night.
I have like an island to eat on, but I don't have chairs for the island.
You have a kitchen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so the food can be in the kitchen.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, it's not a big kitchen.
Look.
the whole thing's a fucking disaster.
Really overthinking this.
Yeah, way overthinking it.
You've
dude.
been to my place, right?
Yes, I have.
Right. So it's not like I have a plethora of chairs. I just have a normal amount of chairs. And also, I'm an antisocial weirdo. I'm very bad in social scenarios. Oh, yeah. But I'm terrible, right?
awful.
Troy,
Is he bad?
Yeah.
we went to, I think like the New Year's before last, we were in L.A., and we ended up going to Maria Menounos' New Year's party. And I told Troy to
Yeah.
bring whatever thought he was with at the time and to come to the party. And while we were there, like at one point, like Troy waited until the crowd dissipated a little bit. So it was just he and I. And he was like, bro, you're weird right now. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, you're weirding me out.
Well, it's also because Sam is looking at who's there, who he can talk to. It's career stuff. It's
I wasn't
work
talking
stuff.
to anybody.
But I mean, you're still looking at the. You're
But it's also a lot of people that you didn't know.
Yeah, I
if
don't like that.
If we go to Jim's house and it's everyone you know, you're
Yeah.
not awkward in the social
Well,
situation.
not only is it everybody we know, it's all my subordinates.
Do I have to get a table?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Should I have a table rented?
Do you have a counter? Just like a.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's fine. Just put your stuff out on the counter.
If you're over, like if well,
Or
it
just
helps.
put stuff on the floor. You
It
don't have a
help-
pet.
Let's try
That's true. It helps that I have Jess, but like you always have fun when you come over to my place and there's a bunch of people there, right?
Always, and it's very simple. You just
Very
always
simple.
have cool music on when you walk in, so it's not uncomfortable and weird.
I give you my hip hop playlist from
I don't want your hip hop
Spotify.
playlist.
I got all kinds of good
I have
shit
to get
on there.
Spotify again. It ran out.
Fine.
Then put on Sirius. Put on backspin.
That's what I did last
Backspin
night.
will work.
Backspin's a good one.
I actually
Backspin
listened to
will
my
work.
own show on Ozzy's Boneyard last night. That's what I was doing alone.
Oh, jeez.
Eating Vietnamese on the porch. while
Take
you-
out Vietnamese.
Listen to
listen to
yourself?
your own stupid metal show.
I forgot it was on. I just put on fucking Ozzy's Boneyard. I heard me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I remember the first song, Into the Void. I'll tolerate this.
We should just play clips from the show.
What a lonely evening. Who would do that?
Nobody with
Okay,
sound mind.
somebody has my back. Here you go, Shane. Thank you.
Yeah, hey, you guys were kind of shitting on Jimmy about being catered, but you forgot to mention he's bringing E-Rock. He can't cook that much food.
I didn't mean it like that.
You just took a phone call to make a fat joke about
No, it
E-Rock.
didn't even say E-Rock. He wants to defend Jimmy about catering.
No, it's not
Thank
a matter of you can go get food. Like you don't need a caterer there.
But
You
I want someone to do it because I'm not good at that stuff.
just
so
put it on the fucking table.
just
No,
order
we gotta
stuff
go
and then-
get it. They bring it, and it's fucking. What if it's not enough?
Just get
order more.
Yeah.
I'll help you, Jim. I'll help you out.
Just order some za.
Plus, doesn't Roland know good caterers?
Roland is inquiring if there's going to be a cheese plate.
Yeah, it's a fair question. I
No,
probably
it's
would.
not. It's stupid. Just go find a good barbecue place. Get a shit ton of food, more than you need, and then put it on the table. And that's all you have to do. Just buy a bunch of food.
Who cleans up after everyone's touching my door with their
You
sticky
clean
hands?
up after.
Jim, by the way, has completely convinced himself not to throw this party.
He's not going to do it.
No, of
I
course
will
he's
do
not.
it. I'm thinking Monday.
I'm making other Monday plans.
What's the weather like on Monday?
Very nice.
Is it nice?
What about
Plus, you live in an actual place with shelter, so the weather doesn't matter.
The nice thing about your place is you have a roof and walls.
Yeah, I know.
So you'll be okay.
You can watch the fireworks on the if it's on the 4th.
Oh, yeah, we can do it on Tuesday.
Yeah, but the 4th is like
Yeah, it's a weird one.
people might have other plans. The 3rd is like that's when anybody can.
And I don't know what my
What's the theme going to be? That's an issue.
naked.
That's a good theme.
I'm in.
That's a good theme. Yeah. What were we going to ask?
Do I invite any comedians? I mean, Bobby's had me over. I would invite Bobby Kelly. Tom Papa's had me over a million times.
Here's the issue.
Oh, Anthony's got his own thing going. I'd rather just go to Ant's.
Yeah,
Why
of
don't we all
course.
just go to Anthony's?
Well, that doesn't do anything for you. Like he's definitely going to throw a better party than you. But that's
know.
neither here nor there. The thing about
Jim wants
inviting,
to host a party at Anthony's.
yeah, he does.
No, but I mean, I
He wants
would
to
rather
just
hang
go to a
there.
party at Anthony's.
It'd be just more fun.
Yeah, we'll just move the party over there.
Jim, you have to do this. Like you have to. Like this will be good for you.
It'll be boring though. No one will care.
Dude,
That's what I say about myself too. And
You're
everybody
right.
comes over and everybody has a good time.
You don't want to have your party at Anthony's. Like Bobo's going to be there. And
Exactly.
it's just fun to hang, dude. It doesn't always have to be like a whole ordeal.
Right.
That's true.
We end up eating Buffalo Wild Wings, then Troy gets stoned, and then we watch weird wrestling clips for like hours.
Stone Cold?
That's not my
Fun,
idea of a
Stone
fun.
Cold.
all right, let's do it.
But it ends up being
I'm
fun.
gonna sit there and everybody watch my stand up.
Terrible idea.
Do you think that's a bad idea?
Unless it's the old stuff.
Yeah.
Then I
From
would really-
93?
Yeah, then I would really.
You'd wanna see that?
Oh yeah, I'd make myself a seat.
It's not good.
I wouldn't mind sitting on the floor. If they're playing
Oh,
that.
I know what music we got to play.
What?
Jason?
Yeah.
What you should say?
Well, I think you ought to just put it on a loop where it just plays over and over again to grab a hottie and join the party.
Thank you. You're right.
That's a great. Hey! Thanks for coming to my party, guys. Anthony, so glad you could make it. Come on inside. We got some barbecue on the table.
Yeah.
Ask the hired caterers if you have any questions about the food.
Yeah. DJ Denny's over there. You might recognize him from Sirius XM.
Yeah. We set up a bartender over there because I couldn't do anything simply.
Can we get Denny in here? I want to ask him about this.
Yeah.
Before
we
I
go-
don't know if he's available. No, being sarcastic.
Yeah, let's work on Denny.
sure he's available.
I like the idea of Denny
He might be working.
being a DJ.
I doubt it.
Yeah, it's a big weekend.
Yeah, Denny might be busy.
Would you hire Denny?
Of course.
Good.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him to do it for free. He's got to lug his stuff, and it's hours out of his life.
It would be great if, but DJ Denny should be the only hired component there. Otherwise, it's going to be, dude, if you start if you hire a caterer and a bartender and
don't overthink
No,
it.
no, not a bartender.
That's lame. That's lame. To hire a catering, that's lame.
One caterer to bring some good food, I think
No,
is fine.
that's not a hang. A hang is cool. A hang is just.
How many pretzels do I buy?
Oh my God.
Anthony has way bigger parties, and he just gets things catered. No problem.
Just food is just there and it's just on the table.
Right, that's what you want to do. That's what I'm saying.
But you're saying get a caterer to come. Just get takeout. Just get a bunch of barbecue.
No, when he gets things catered, they bring the food there.
Yeah,
we
get delivered.
You get a delivery,
and then
guy
they leave
to just deliver food, and then leave.
So I don't know how to use the grill.
You don't have to use the grill. They cook it for you. It's not raw.
It's on hot plate.
No, but somebody may want to cook on the grill.
Then you say, too bad, grill's not working. Here, have some B-dubs.
Do you guys know how to use a grill?
Look, you don't need... No.
You don't, Travis?
Yes.
You're totally missing the point here. If you get takeout, nobody is going to use the grill. You don't go to a party and be like, oh, I see that you bought food for us. I'd prefer to just fix myself something on your grill.
No, but some people like a nice grilled hamburger.
It doesn't matter. Like, you're the host.
Then you get Burger King that's flame grilled.
Like, I have an oven. If somebody came to one of my get-togethers and was like, hey, man, is it cool if I just cook myself something? I'd be like, no, that's not cool at all.
No, but grilling yourself some burgers is fun. People like that. People love a nice, fresh grilled burger.
If it's a grill party, then yes, but you're talking about getting food delivered. Why would you also grill?
I may have some
Travis,
people
am I crazy?
No, you're not.
Okay.
You're totally overthinking.
I may have some people over on Monday. I've never had people over.
Uh-huh.
Have you been listening to the show?
Yeah, in and out.
Have you been hearing Jim? Yeah, in and out.
No, I've been doing some work, actually.
Yeah.
So, Denny, I don't know
about... Work on that body, obviously.
Obviously, looking good,
see
dude. So I might have some people over Monday.
He's not a good party thrower.
I don't know what to do. I've never had people over. I'm mentally ill.
Really? How many people?
Maybe 12 or 13.
Oh, it's a small dinner party.
No dinner, though. No, but I don't have a table.
Okay. Hors d'oeuvres?
Yeah, some hors d'oeuvres.
Pass around.
What do you mean no dinner? You're getting food.
I'm getting food, but it's not a sit-down dinner.
What time are you doing this?
I'm in the afternoon into the early evening.
Oh, okay. So you just want to have some finger sandwiches, if you will.
No,
some
what?
Skinny sandwiches, maybe?
Get some fucking
barbecue, bro.
Go to Mighty Quinn's. Just order a slab of fucking meat.
Yeah, you know what
wings.
it is? That's kind of sloppy, though.
Thank you. They'll be touching my door handles.
Yeah, if it was outside on a patio.
I get Buffalo
backyard.
Wild Wings every time I have people over.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had one thing stained with buffalo wing sauce.
Touching my Aussie pictures with their fucking buffalo fingers.
We're not 3.
You know what? It's kind of the first time. It's the first time he's had.
Yeah, like we know how to eat.
Right. But it's the first time he's having people over, so he's probably nervous about that in the back of his mind. Am I doing it right? And he doesn't want to worry about other stuff.
With all the fluids that have been on everything in that apartment, barbecue sauce is the least.
That is true, Danny. I used to get pissed on my couch.
And
not the new one.
Okay. Do you have slip covers that you put on things now, like the plastic slip covers?
No, I can always.
Classy, right?
I can always take them. I can always have my stove. I'm not worried about that. Actually.
Are you doing anything on Monday?
Yeah, gig.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, you are. You do. We're gonna hire you.
Weekend.
What time's the gig?
6 o'clock out on Long Island.
Yeah, I was thinking of hiring you, but I figured you'd be busy. It's a holiday weekend.
Yeah.
Can you make it to Manhattan by 7?
I can make you some cassette mixes. Do you have a cassette machine?
I do not.
Jim was also thinking
pre-recorded Denny gig.
Jim was also thinking that before he confirmed to all of us who he wants to invite over, that he would check and see how the weather is. Meaning, like on Monday, be like, "Hey, everybody want to come?" And we'd all be like, "No, we got plans. You got to do these things in advance."
Yeah, you have to do these things in advance. Like now, you should plan your Labor Day party.
All right, that's a little far.
Well, it's good to be ahead of time.
Monday, by the way, it's going to be beautiful and
Monday's
almost 90
be
degrees.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
We're going to Jim's house.
Yeah. You got air conditioning?
Yep.
All right, cool.
Do you have an outside patio?
Yes.
Oh, so then you know what you should do? Get one of those George Foreman electric grills.
This was a mistake.
I have a regular grill.
Yeah, those are nice.
I have a small grill.
Okay, propane?
No, I'm not allowed to in my building.
All right. So you plug it in and why don't you just... Yeah, I would barbecue.
I know a guy that sells propane and propane accessories.
Yeah, you need to barbecue. You need to get the...
His name's Hank Hill.
Oh.
Dang old Sam made a reference again nobody gets.
You have to get the apron that says "I'm the chef" and everything as you make the burgers.
In
hot dogs.
In WWE when they were very, very edgy.
Yes.
They had D-Generation X do a skit where they were grilling, and Triple H was wearing an apron that said "Suck the Cook."
Can you get that apron?
Yeah. Would you want an apron that says "Suck the Cook"?
I would not have my girlfriend wear it.
No, again, the guy's right. Troy is right. Get some barbecue. It's
Yeah, you just
It's 4th of July. That's what you do at the 4th of July.
You do. He's right.
You call up Mighty Quinn's is perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You call them up. You get you'd say
So you get baked beans?
Yes.
Of course you get baked beans.
Yeah, exactly. Call them up and just be like, "Hey, look, I'm catering to 15 people."
Yeah. You know what? How many guys?
All right, here's what it's going to be. Sam and Jess, Travis and Lisa.
Mm-hmm.
That's 4
women.
Wait, what about your kids?
4 women.
Your kids?
I caught that.
For the kid, I gotta have for your daughter.
Huh? Nah, we can find a place to keep her for a while.
Chicken fingers.
Dexter will watch her.
Chicken fingers for the kids.
Well, yeah, I mean, kids eat barbecue.
And French fries.
Hold on. Yeah,
She
fries.
doesn't necessarily have to.
My kid just eats titty milk,
Steak
so you don't have to worry
fries.
about that.
Okay, yeah.
Dope.
Hold on. So either way,
Think
either
I'm changing
Travis
my
and
diet
Lisa
up.
or Travis,
Keep
Lisa, and
Jim
their
away.
daughter. So say 2 or 2. And the daughter's not gonna eat much. So Travis and Lisa.
She said 2.5.
Yes. Sam and Jess. That's 4. Anthony's 5. Troy is 6.
You don't have any hose you want to bring, Anthony?
Hose. No hose.
No.
No hose.
Troy's gonna
Stag.
plus 1 though.
Boats and hose.
Yeah, well, Troy's got.
Maybe
Troy's,
if I could find something that's
7.
cool.
Troy's got an army of thoughts just lined up.
Be 7, and then Roland will be 8. Paul will be 9. That's assuming they can come. E-Rock will be 10 plus Ange is 11.
And 12.
Can I make a suggestion for somebody?
Sure.
Club Soda Kenny.
Yeah, you added it.
Oh, yeah.
that's
Kenny.
a great addition.
Kenny is invited, of course.
His wife.
Yes, his wife's for 13, 14. I should plan for like 17 to 20 people maximum.
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
people, order food for 25, 26 people. Order enough food.
You want to get extra.
Yeah. You could always bring in the leftovers here on Wednesday for us.
There's no us, Denny. You can't come to the party.
Can't make the gig.
Well, you don't get leftovers then. That's not cool.
No, you should bring them in because Jim doesn't want to have stuff laying around like that.
But wouldn't you give them to guests as they leave?
But will a caterer help me
Doggy
clean up?
bags?
That's what I like.
No,
a caterer cleans up.
Wait, are you hiring a waitress?
Should
service?
I?
No. What?
Yes, you should.
Oh my God, Jim.
Because he's worried about cleanup.
Just just throw the fucking shit out when everybody leaves.
No, but I mean, all this.
No, the waitress cleans up afterwards. You
Why?
hire somebody from a wait staff.
It's a
You're gonna
total
do it
waste
up.
of time and money.
You're going to do it up.
It's stupid.
No, it's not.
Yes,
I
it
don't mind
is.
having to wait. I
He
think
doesn't-
Denny's right.
He doesn't have to
Oh, my
worry about
God.
that. He
I
wants to
don't-
worry. He wants to worry about entertaining his guests, not saying, "Oh, let me
gonna
go."
cost
let
You
me
should
go
worry
get-"
about entertaining the audience.
How much will it be for a waitress?
To stay there the whole time?
Yeah.
On a holiday?
It makes no sense
How much,
to do
though?
anyway.
It's July
I have
3rd.
no idea. I
July
would never
3rd.
do
July
that.
3rd is not the
Honestly,
holiday. July 4th.
if I showed up, right, to your place and you had a waitress
Yeah.
and you had like a caterer, if you had people there working the party,
Yeah.
I'd be like, this motherfucker really thinks he's, who he is now. all of a
But it's
sudden.
not for that reason. It
Yeah, but that's how it
literally
would
is-
come across.
I don't care.
Like people would drive home
Do you
going
throw-
like, why do you have a fucking staff there for the party?
What
What a
do we
weirdo.
stand? Way one extra person or 2 people. It's not a giant place. It's not like Anthony's house. But I mean, just to make sure everything goes okay,
Yeah.
we have enough stuff, and I don't have to worry about it.
Yes.
I'm not good at it.
You'll tell them the party starts at 4. Maybe by 6:30, say, "Could we bring out the dessert now?" They'll take care of that.
So then you might as well just hire Chef Steve,
Who's Chef Steve?
the guy who's always at Ants.
Well, that's what I was thinking of.
Just give.
Oh my God, Jim.
Is that a bad idea?
It's too much.
You're
He
over. You're
wants-
way
It's not a bad
overthinking
idea. You're just overthinking it.
Yeah, Chef Steve is a great chef. He makes great
awesome.
food.
You know,
but
and-
you're putting too much thought into this. You can just have the guys over and get food delivered.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not him, and I don't want this to be sexist. But if you have, like, when I have a barbecue, my wife is there. I'll say, "Do you want me to get the cake now? You start the coffee." So we're doing this together. He shouldn't have to be running around. He's entertaining guests.
That's right.
He's having everybody over to his
What are you
place.
talking about? I have people over at my place. It's like, oh, look at what time it is. Let me put the fucking wings on the table.
Yeah, we're all self-sufficient
Right,
adults.
but maybe he could do that the second time he has everybody over. This is his first time,
And he's gonna
and he
be
just
busy.
wants to do it right.
I don't wanna
That's
go to-
all.
I don't
I
wanna-
need more chairs.
He just wants to do it right.
I need more chairs.
So he needs chairs.
I don't want to go to a party with a staff.
It's not a staff. He's going to have one waitress
your
there
staff?
taking care of
I think
it.
waitress would be.
That's
Who,
what I
who
meant.
doesn't like a
Yeah,
waitress? That's
what I
great.
meant. Yeah.
I think you should.
It's just a bit unnecessary.
And she
Especially
can
in
clean
an-
up at the end.
in an
It's so much better.
apartment.
Jim, I get your friends are going to be there. I guarantee that we're not going to leave that place trashed.
yeah, we all clean up. You
Yeah.
put the plate in the garbage, and then you throw the garbage away.
That's what I like. You think that you're throwing a party for 5-year-olds.
That's a bit much to ask of
Like,
guests.
there's not. That's what
Asks.
people do. Like you don't.
Do you idiots understand? You're really making me want to have a full staff. Like I literally want to have butlers.
Like, we're not going to walk around with barbecue fingers smearing it on the walls and the photos. We're not just going to take our trash and just put it down somewhere and walk away. Like, it's an apartment.
Do you know how badly now I want to have a staff of 5 people?
A doorman.
Yeah, you probably should have security too.
Yeah, of course.
Or just hire the interns. Give them a couple of bucks.
I don't know if you're allowed to. I would invite them just to do it. I wouldn't let them drink, but I don't even know if I'm allowed to do that. So,
But it's outside of, you're just hiring them. So if Anthony said, "Hey, I work for,"
He
a
works for us.
waste. Okay,
Anthony's
but
not an
if he
intern.
also works,
He doesn't like that.
If he also works for a catering company,
He doesn't. He
well,
works
just
here.
saying if.
He's a full-time job.
All right. So what? I have a full-time job and I do other things.
Well, it's like full-time in air quotes. Like, you're just here a lot.
The time is full.
All right. Well,
So did Milton in Office Space.
I would get the caterer. They bring the food.
Oh, Denny.
Yeah.
thank you very much. Anita has a
hang out
good
in your
idea.
bedroom?
Hi, yeah, you can. Anita, hello.
Whoa.
It's dope.
Hey, how you doing?
Some
I've
parties
called
you
you
can't.
before. Why are you? Okay, the question you got to ask is: are you having a dinner party, a casual get-together,
A get together.
or a cookout?
A get together, a lovemaking
Okay,
thing.
get together. With the number of people that you've got, you get like 6 or 8 pizzas. You keep them warm in the oven.
That's
Pizza
what I said. Get some
places, I
za.
assume, are. Wait,
I don't want pizza. I want barbecue.
Just get some Little Caesars.
That's good if you're playing cards on Friday night.
You get the boneless wings. That way, you don't have to worry about the trash of
That'd be
the
great.
bones. You know, everything gets eaten.
Plus, boneless
and then
is better.
Most pizza places, don't they prepare salads? You get salads, and then if you go to a local grocery store, they've got cut up fruit already.
It's really
You have
easy.
a big fruit bowl.
Like,
Make it
Denny,
easy.
I don't have a big table.
just get barbecue and put it on the kitchen island. That's
Nothing
it.
beats- nothing beats
Denny is
barbecue
honestly
chicken.
describing like a real cornball fiesta.
No, I'm not.
Yes,
Well,
he
I
is.
am in North Carolina. So,
No, not you, Denny.
Thank you, Anita. I need
Dennis-
another fucking. All right.
Dennis is describing a cornball
Thanks.
fiesta.
It's
know
not
you
a
do?
cornball fiesta. I'm just saying. get
Troy,
a
am I wrong?
waitress.
No, you're absolutely right.
Get a waitress.
That's so lame.
I think a
That
waitress is fine.
So
What
lame.
if, what if he had a gentleman's gentleman? If he had, an assistant.
That would be lame.
I don't want a gentleman's gentleman, just a waitress, so a hot waitress.
Yeah, just a waitress.
Walk
Find
around
out
with-
everyone's favorite
I think a
DiGiorno.
waitress. They come up, can I get you anything else, Mr. Roberts?
I'd be like, yeah, you can get out of my face. I thought we were just hanging.
A waitress walking around with a cunt hanging out.
All right, I wouldn't mind
That's
that.
okay.
We get one of those Russian chicks that were riding bikes in San Diego. Remember, we saw them and their vag lips were hanging out of their shorts.
Do you remember how obsessed I was?
Yeah, Jim and I, when we went to Comic-Con in San Diego, we found that the hansom cab, the bicycle cab drivers, they were the rickshaw drivers. They were all hot Russian chicks, and we were trying to figure out what the deal was with them because they were wearing these like little shorts. And Jim and I, because I was following him around, we must have walked around the block 7 times because in this exact same area, just Jim like kind of just looking and looking and.
Remember I was talking to her, her pussy was hanging out, I was out of my mind.
Yeah, he's talking to one girl, and it's so blatantly obvious. So I don't know what the girl's game was.
I don't
That's
either.
what we were trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Because the girl had like her foot up on like the handlebar area, and her vag lips were literally hanging out of her
I was
shorts.
out of my mind.
And Jim could not keep his cool. Like, he was not cool about it at all. He was staring at her vagina as he spoke to her. It was the weirdest thing. And then we got in one, and we like, Jim was trying to ask those questions to figure out, like, is this just bikes?
Yeah, I didn't know.
And we never got an answer. But if you had those girls as your waitresses, then okay.
Yeah, what are you doing for dessert? It's another thing.
I gotta have some. It's right. That's
Well, and you also have to make sure that you're having people over. They're going to bring something too. You have a bunch of classy guys just in this room alone. You're going to bring something to his house, maybe
Can I
an
tell you
Entenmann's
something?
cake or something.
If you do this right, Jess and I will bring dessert.
I'll bring some dessert too.
Hey,
People
see,
bring stuff.
people bring stuff.
I don't want people to have to spend their money. I want to do it.
No,
Benjamin's.
that's what you do.
That's what you do if you go to a party.
Yeah.
Like, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
Jess would not allow me to go without stopping at the bakery below our place.
Bakery.
That's right. And the bakery below our place is like the best bakery in Westchester.
What
so
are you
you'd be
gonna
lucky.
Buns,
I don't know, whatever Jess buys. I guess.
buns, like buns or some crullers.
Buns.
I don't think I'm bringing
Apple-
buns.
You don't think
Apple
Denny's
turnovers?
describing as a good party?
No, he is not.
Flame?
A waitress and some buns.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Apple turnovers.
Denny is describing
Oh no, you have to
a
get
Long
the
Island wedding that you see at every Long Island wedding venue.
perfect for 4th of July. A red, white, and blueberry pie. Right, a little blueberry pie, some cherries on top, some whipped cream. I tell you.
I wonder if I should
Get yourself a slice.
You know
right?
what I
Some
should do?
decorations too.
I should rent a table, just a big table, so people could.
God, Jim.
That's not a bad idea.
Well, like a fold-out
Stools.
table.
It's too much.
Beach chairs.
You don't need it. What are you trying to do?
Yeah.
Like, who are you trying to be?
Plus, it's like Thursday before the holiday weekend. You're gonna have a hard time finding a table.
Oh, you run out to Costco tonight.
No, I'm going to Pittsburgh to do the Improv. Good time for a plug.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's break. We'll figure it out. Is Joe Dorsey
gonna
here?
happen.
Yeah, it is actually. I will do it.
All right.
I'll ask Roland for a good barbecue place. If you guys want barbecue,
Sam, you want to do something on Monday?
Yeah, I don't have any plans.
All right, cool.
All right, wait. I'll talk to Roland.
I'll bring the buns.
Yeah, I know a good spot to pick up some buns.
And how many things of pretzel should I get?
Yeah, is that going to be? So you're just going to have pretzel and
No, but some
pretzels
snack. Yeah, some Tostitos.
Oh, you got to.
How many bottles of soda?
Soda. Okay, yeah. I would get lemonade and iced tea.
You know what I did?
Soda.
Soda, yes or no?
You're just everything you're saying is wrong.
Okay, well, it's your opinion.
No, Troy's right on this one.
It's a 4th of July party.
All right. Also, you don't want to get bowls of stuff with people just putting their hands in.
I don't
So
mind
what do you
that.
want to do?
What's that?
What do you want to individually hand out crackers?
Individual bags. Yeah, like you're having a picnic.
Oh, that's
Like
terrible.
you're having a picnic. You don't want people
Never
putting their
going to your
hands into
parties.
the chips thing.
What's that?
Denny is just describing a cornball Long Island wedding that is just sold as a package that he probably does every weekend. I mean, every now and then, I'm not saying it's a you thing.
Right.
Every now and then, I'm sure you go to a super cool wedding that you're the DJ of.
Oh, yeah.
But most of the weddings that you go to are exactly the same.
All right, someone wants to
Yeah.
Hold on. Before we go to break, Seth wants to give me some shit.
Good.
Yes, Seth.
So I want to start this out by saying, Jim, I thought I was very similar to you. I'm the guy that has Perel in my car. I'm the guy that buys too much shit at a party. I hopped into my car. I saw it says Jim's party on the screen. I'm listening to the conversation. I thought, shit, is he getting married or what kind of event is he scheduling for? And as I've listened on, I'm like, you were way overanalyzed. This is like just crazy for 15 fucking people. I thought you were planning like, a ball or something.
No, I just didn't want to forget shit and have people wanting stuff that I have to go to the store for. I just want it to be easy.
It's the guys who work here coming over on Monday. That's the whole.
He knows the people. It's different if it's like you're having people come that you don't know. You want to impress them, and like I said, I'm similar. Like I'm the guy that buys like 10 cases of beer for 5 people before they're coming over. But I think you're overanalyzing.
Let me ask you, for that many people, how much beer should I get?
15 people, maybe 2 24-packs. I mean, they heavy drinking, or they just casually, hanging out.
Case.
Yeah.
A case?
Get a case of beer, because like a lot of them won't drink. I'm not going to drink. You're not going to drink.
drinking.
Troy won't drink. Like
You can drink.
I don't really drink.
Get some summer ale. Has a little lemony in it. That's very
sick.
nice.
Don't do it.
Is that a good idea?
Lion Gruber's.
I'm bringing
Sam
my own
Adams makes a nice
Travis,
summer ale.
I'll bring my own.
I'm not saying the
I'll buy
watermelon
it. Tell me what
beer.
you want. I'll get it.
It's just nothing that Dennis suggests.
You don't want summer ale?
You don't like Sam Adams summer ale?
No.
No?
It's so cornball. It's themed nonsense.
Yeah, I mean.
It's not a hang. What you're describing is not a hang.
Also, you have to get plasticware, right? Forks.
Like,
spoons,
I would look forward
knives.
if I was like because I like everybody that works on the show. So if it was like all the
thanks.
guys are hanging out, right? I'd be like, oh, I'm looking forward to Monday. But the thing that Denny is describing, I would dread going to.
Me too.
I'd go like, the thing Denny is describing is the thing that Jess signs me up for, that 2 days before I let her know it's not happening, we're not going.
That's not nice. She put something together. You should say, oh, be supportive. Be a
No, not that
supportive
she's putting it
husband.
together, that she got us invited to for some reason. Some idiot cousin's bar mitzvah or something that we don't even hang out with. That's what you're talking about.
No, I'm not talking about a bat mitzvah or a bar mitzvah. I'm talking about a nice gathering. Classy. It's a classy guy.
Is there going to be a butt
Jim.
funnel at this party?
Oh, I can have John Taffer put in a butt funnel.
Oh.
Any party needs a butt funnel.
Yes.
You know he invented that.
I know he did.
The butt funnel. It's my favorite invention
Also,
ever.
you should have some party games, some lawn games. You like?
My God.
Cornhole.
He lives in an apartment.
Do you know what the cornhole thing is?
I know you like
Bet I do.
Yeah, maybe Denny shows up and you play cornhole with him.
Yeah,
Little
and
ring
then the other
toss?
guests get here.
Little ring toss.
Some cherry darts with Denny.
Bet, get it on this pole.
Wait, would you guys want to play lawn games?
Slip and slide.
The only long games I would want to play is Denny toss off your balcony.
Just offering my opinion.
I apologize. That was harsh.
All right, look. Is DeRosa here?
I expect from you.
Do we know if DeRosa's here?
All right, we'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'll talk to Roland, and I'm going to invite E-Rock and Paul and see if those guys want to come. I'll invite Anthony, but he can't come. He's doing his own thing.
Just barbecue. Just get some barbecue.
Do I get potato salad?
Yeah.
Okay.
And throwing a party at his house?
Yeah.
Why don't you just all show up there?
That's what I said.
But then that does nothing for you. On a
No, I
social
know, but
level.
I mean,
you're going to feel accomplished after this.
Think so?
Yeah, like because you, as much as you're a weirdo, you also are trying desperately hard to be a normal person. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, and failing a lot of times. Like, for instance, when you met the girl on Tinder and then she invited over the other guy from Tinder.
Yeah. I just got a weird message from her.
Did you?
Yep.
What is it?
Before we go, and Joe, we apologize for being
There was a
late.
story a couple months ago. Jim, met some girl on Tinder, and he wasn't trying to be sleazy. He wasn't trying to be creepy.
No, I didn't meet her on Tinder. I met her in person. She met someone else on Tinder.
Oh, right. Okay, so he's just trying to hang out with this young girl and really see if there are the seeds of like a relationship.
We didn't do anything.
Do we get along? And then while Jim is over there with her and her girlfriend invited over another dude from Tinder.
Oh my God. She was talking about, whatever. I haven't seen her in a long time, but
invite her to the big party.
Just read what she wrote.
Okay.
Just read that out loud. What she wrote.
Is it in the blue?
No, it's in the white.
Okay. Wow. Wow, that's
You can read it.
Okay, she wrote we've been so PG-13. Let's properly hang later this week, which is good news.
Yeah.
And then she writes, I want you to fuck my throat.
Wow.
Which is great news.
But I didn't. I'm like,
see if she's a waitress also.
yeah, no, I didn't want to hang with her, but it was just, that was the person who invited Tinder. Anyway, she was a good egg, but I never wound up doing it. All right, listen, we'll be right back with Joe DeRosa and more advice about this dog shit party, which will happen.
Just get McDonald's.
Pittsburgh. I can. I live near one. You want McDonald's? No. All right, fair enough. Be right back.
I think so.
Yes, you are.
Joe DeRosa is here.
Hey.
Welcome, Joe DeRosa.
How you guys doing?
Did you walk to the studio today?
Yeah, I couldn't sleep. I woke up at like 5 a.m. and I was kind of tossing and turning. I think I had a little anxiety about my alarm. I wasn't going to hear it or something. And then at 7, I was like, I'm not just going to lay here. And I just got... I got up, I got dressed. I was like, I'll get breakfast on the way.
Oh, you did?
Stopped off.
You're excited about doing the show so you can sleep?
I was excited, actually. I did Anthony's show yesterday.
Oh yeah,
for the technically for the first time. And we had a great time for 2 hours, and I was excited to come in here today. Like it's fun being back, man, and seeing all you guys.
Are you living here now?
No. I'm just here for the week.
Oh, okay.
But that's, it's like, it's kind of nice when you come back and visit for a week because it's like so concentrated.
Yeah.
You get to do all the radio shows and you do a ton of spots.
What are you doing in New York?
I came in, I was at the Stress Factory, and then I knew Voss had his thing, and I was like, fuck it. I'm going to go to New York for the week so I could do the Voss roast.
And just stay?
Yeah. And then just do some sets and then all the radio shit worked out. So everything's good, man.
I'm tense about my party. I don't know what to do.
You're still
and
thinking
a lot
about
of people
it?
were texting me saying that these guys are wrong.
Who?
Just have someone, hire someone to go there. But Roland's telling me this great place to get, but then he's like, they don't deliver. I'm like, he doesn't know if they deliver. I'm not going to picking shit up.
Have Roland pick it up.
No, I don't want to ask him to do that. Maybe I can hire. Am I allowed to hire the intern to do work? I would hire her to help out.
Can you? Is she in there? Is Lady intern in there?
She wanted to do.
Oh.
If you Google, I've gotten in the habit of this, and it usually is very helpful. If you just Google best barbecue catering New York City, it'll almost definitely take you to the Yelp page, and it'll just list off the top 10 places in New York, the most highly rated places in New York that deliver barbecue.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, so and that's, you can't really go wrong,
Yeah, I know. I don't want bad food though.
Who can't? I mean,
and people tell me I should have lemonade.
What? Who said you should have lemonade?
Someone texted me.
Who texted you?
My friend.
So you need to get lemonade
and
for
iced
your
tea.
People are just fucking.
Well, you can have
no
lemonade and iced tea
for 4th of July.
But listen, you can have Fresh Direct deliver all that bullshit, and then just get the barbecue delivered from somewhere else.
Joe, he lives across the street from a grocery store.
I'm
but how much iced tea would you get for 20 people? I don't know how much fucking iced tea these people like.
Probably I guess 20 bottles or so.
No,
22 liters.
20. Get a couple of 2-3 liter jugs of iced tea. Get a couple things of lemonade.
Go to Popeyes. They sell them by the gallon.
Yeah, and then call Fresh Direct. Get all your shit like your plates, your forks and knives, all that shit from them. Your potato salad, get all that from Fresh Direct. You can order 2 days your forks and knives, all that shit from them. Your potato salad, get all that from Fresh Direct. You can order 2 days before, the day before. They'll deliver all of it, and then just find a place that will bring you the best barbecue meat that you need, and you'll have everything else. It'll be 2 deliveries.
That's it.
Yeah.
It can be really simple. And remember that you're not throwing a party for 5-year-olds.
Yeah.
It can be really simple. And remember that you're not throwing a party for 5-year-olds, so we don't all need, like, people picking up after us and worrying about, are we going to smear our saucy fingers on your things? It's adults. It's adults that eat. Like, at home, I throw out my garbage. It doesn't just sit there and just, like, lay there until somebody picks it up for me.
That's another thing you do is you set up a special party trash can.
Yeah.
I do that all the time. You get a big trash can, you put a big, one of those fucking lawn bags in it.
Yeah.
And you just say, put your fucking trash in there, put your cans in that one.
That's a good idea.
That's it.
And then you that's it, dude. You take it right to the chute. It's done, dude.
Good idea. Party trash bag. I like that.
I'm telling. It's.
Do you buy a garbage can for that?
I bought 2 garbage because I've hosted Thanksgiving a couple times, and I bought 2 special garbage cans because I was like, all my friends drink, and I was like, the last fucking thing I'm going to want to do when I'm drunk is worry about washing dishes and shit.
Yeah.
So I set up like designated trash cans, and I was like, just put it in there, and then you just take the trash outside when you need to.
There's not even going to be a ton of drinking, though. It's a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Some don't drink at all. Some drink lightly, and it's in the afternoon. You know
Am
what I
I
mean?
going to the evening, though?
Yeah, but you're not going to have a wild time.
Why don't you guys just go to Anthony's?
That's what I know. I'm thinking of it.
But like seriously though, why just go to Anthony's? Like it'll all be like why put yourself through this?
Because Jim is trying to be a normal person in his life,
here's why
and he needs to be able to do this, to function. Like he knows, for instance, how to get somebody to come to his house and piss on him. He knows how to get a masseuse to come to his house and how to like check to see if she wants to do a little extra. Like he knows all that stuff. He knows like how to handle prostitution, like all of that. He knows in and out. He knows the rules. He knows how to be polite about it. He knows everything. This stuff, just having friends in his apartment, he is clueless on.
It's a great point. If he needed somebody to shit on him,
no
like,
problem.
Oh, that's what you do. You go to this website.
Right.
He's like, how do I get lemonade?
He said, no, you put exactly. He knows where to get the plastic for the floor, how to lay it out, what to weigh it down with, where to place the coffee table, everything. But you're right, Joe. No clue where to get lemon.
Having some friends over.
How much lemon? He knows how much water a person needs to drink before they come over to piss on him. He does not know how much lemonade to buy for people.
But you know
just
what's
have a
funny?
nice
I do
evening.
live across the street from a supermarket, so worst come to worst, if we didn't have anything, we could always go get it.
Exactly.
What supermarket?
Just a regular supermarket, like a regular like fucking food emporium.
Okay. Yeah, they'll have most of what you need. Food Emporium's a little. I'm not speaking. This is not ego talking. Like I've thrown a few of these shindigs, and I know.
Right.
But like Food Emporium, if you can get to a Fairway or Gristedes, it's going to treat you a little bit better. I got to be honest. You're going to find more of the supplies you need.
I wish there was a Whole Foods.
You're just adding confusion.
Yeah, just go to the grocery store across the street, pick up the basics, invite your buddies over. End of discussion.
Jim, I say just go to Anthony's. You're not a throw a party kind of guy.
No, I'm not.
He wants
You're
to
a show
be,
up
though.
with a nice bottle of wine kind of guy. Just go to Anthony's, buy something, bring it, and then you're done.
But the reason I want to do that is I'm tempted, because Anthony's I've gone to so many times. I do like going there and everything. The food is so good. But I also want to have people over. But I'm like, July 3rd, do I have to have people over July 3rd? Like, I might as well. It's going to be nice.
Here's why you should have people over on July 3rd. Because you started saying you were going to have people over at your new place a year ago. If you don't have, it's not going to happen.
You're right. You're right.
Either do it or don't do it. But you were saying a year ago, he was like, I think I'm going to have people over to grill. Yeah, I think maybe on like Friday night, everybody's going to come over. Mm-hmm. It never happened.
Yeah, you're right.
Never. The entire summer went, and then summer turned to fall, and a year went by.
There's a reason for that, and it's just there's throw party people and there's attend party people.
You're right. Yes.
I couldn't throw a party fast enough when I got into my new apartment. I couldn't fucking wait. Like I was planning it as the movers were bringing the fucking boxes in. You know what I mean? Like just go.
I know what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I know what I'm going to do.
What?
When I first moved in, this will make me feel better. I bought. They're not that expensive. These fucking fold up outdoor chairs. They're like cloth. They're extremely comfortable.
Okay, that sounds fine.
I threw one out. I only have one because I never used them. But I'm like, if I buy 3 or 4 of them, they're like $30 each. It's going to cost me $100. It's not crazy.
That's fine.
Even if I get rid of them after, I'll feel better if I have a few of them.
I don't have a problem with that. When I have,
so people have some chairs to sit in.
That's what I do. I have a whole bunch of like wrestling pay-per-view folding chairs that are all tucked away in my closet. But when I have parties and stuff, I pull them out of the closet. I put them all out. So there's at least like
you let people
chairs.
sit on those?
I do. A lot of them are doubles of, so it's not that bad.
How about the signed one?
Signed ones stay in the closet.
Yeah.
Signed ones stay in the closet. But
all right, that's a good idea. I'll buy the Home Depot chairs.
Why?
You guys just described folding chairs.
Yeah.
It's exactly what they were meant to do.
Right.
But you were saying it like you came up with this novel idea. You're like, you know what I do? Is I fold these chairs up, I keep them in the closet.
Yeah.
When
That
people
is
come
what they
over, I
do.
take that.
That is what folding chairs
I
do.
call them folding chairs.
Right. No, they're not going to be there all the time.
What happens to them? They disappear?
No.
They fold. They fold up and you put them in a closet.
That's amazing.
For storage purposes, you can fold them, you see. Travis, you're the boss around here.
Mental.
Can Jim hire the intern to work at
Sure, I don't care.
Okay.
Okay, maybe I will if she wants to do it. That'll make me feel
How much
better.
will you pay her?
I don't know. Whatever's fair. I'll be fair. I don't
What's
care.
minimum wage?
I think it'll be funny for the show. It'll be something for us to talk about when we come back.
$3,500?
That's reasonable.
It's not what I've had in mind. No, but that's fair. Okay.
What?
Is
2-3 hours?
Is she there or not there?
No, she's
getting coffee.
Oh, okay. When she comes back, we'll ask her if she's interested in the gig.
Yeah, but she can't drink though.
No, she cannot drink, and she can't suck anyone's dick.
No.
None of that
no
stuff.
way.
Now, did you move into a big new place? I didn't even know
It's a decent
that.
size.
It's
Yeah,
not
I've
new.
been there for a year.
It's
though.
a year old, and he's been saying, "I'm going to have people over my new place." It's not new.
Because your last place was pretty.
Don Wicklund, a stop off at
Large.
Party City wouldn't hurt.
Oh, for Christ's
Don't they
sake.
have stuff there?
No, Jim.
Like what?
Streamers,
Oh my god.
Yeah, go get some kazoos at Party City.
ice cream cake in the shape of a flag. Don said that.
I will tell you too. You should know before anything happens. Like the only thing, if Troy is going to be there, the only thing I've ever done anything with at any sort of party, whether it's a casual get together or a wedding or whatever it is, if I'm there with Troy, is we sit around and we poke holes and criticize what's wrong with the party.
Thank you.
Like why the party sucks.
Well, yeah, that's about okay. Wait, hold on a minute. Let me 2, 3, 4. Okay.
You see him counting the mics?
Yeah.
That's how he runs the board.
So
You have to figure out which button to push.
hi. Now I may want to hire you for Monday if I have people over.
Cool.
Are you
Are you
available?
available Monday?
I think so.
For profession for service?
I do
money.
waitressing.
Yeah,
No, I don't need to get paid.
No, but I would. I would feel. I could ask you to come over and do free labor. I would pay you. It's fine.
You're so kind.
Okay. Oh, you do waitressing?
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Perfect. Done. That's how we'll do it.
Yeah.
Do you want to hire Hot Dog too?
To do what?
Oh yeah, you could have hired Hot Dog. What about Hot Dog getting the gig?
Doing what? What would he do? Has he ever done that before?
You know what you could do?
What?
Hot Dog's totally free on Monday.
You could hire the intern to be like the head of service, and then hire Hot Dog to be her assistant. Would you want to do that?
I might.
Yeah, I think that would be a good step. If I was throwing a get together, I would hire Hot Dog, but I hire Hot Dog to do pretty much anything because he'll do whatever.
Should
What
I
do you
make
hire him
them
to do?
Yeah, Hot Dog. You available Monday?
Completely.
Okay.
He is available. He's wearing a soccer uniform today, but he's available. He's available. No game on Monday, Hot Dog? Okay, no game on Monday. He
Okay,
should be
cool.
good.
There you go.
All
There
right.
you go. You got 2 waiters now.
Done and done.
Okay. Thank you. Cool. We'll figure it out when and all that stuff.
I don't mind that, right? If the staff
It is happening. You don't believe it, Travis?
Nope.
Actually, Troy and me had a discussion in the bathroom during the break, and we both guessed that this wasn't happening.
It is.
Okay.
I'm committed to doing it now. Monday. It's not going to rain. It'll be fun. I'll get a couple chairs from Home Depot. We're good. We can move on.
All right,
No, the
you got it.
overwhelming pressure will just become too much.
No,
Right.
it's funny.
You think he's going to think about
No,
this a lot?
it's funny, definitely.
You think he's going to spend a lot of time thinking about it? I hope he fucks up his sets.
Streamers too low.
He fucks up his sets in Pittsburgh because he's on stage just thinking like, oh, Monday's the big party day.
I hope he just spends his time in Pittsburgh asking people about the party and what he should do.
He's on stage, and instead of doing crowd work, he acts like he's setting up jokes. Like, do you guys get barbecue for parties? Or
Jim, have you ever done that on stage? I've done that when I've like something really on my mind. I'm like, can we just stop for a second? Do you guys think? Would you ever do that?
Oh my God, yeah.
I love doing that.
Usually it's like, look, is it gay if I?
Yeah, I thought I had a lump on my nuts once, and I was like, I can't. Can we just talk about this for a second?
What was it?
It was nothing. It was that little, we have the little nodule at the top of your nut. It was that, and some guy was like, after a few jokes, he was like, no, dude, if you had a fucking lump, it would be like this. And I was like, oh, okay. It's just, okay, I'm good.
That's the thing that kind of connects the vein to your nut.
Yeah, but if you feel it in the wrong capacity, it feels like a fucking lump sometimes.
But your other ball has it too, though.
Yeah, I think, I don't remember, but I just remember bringing it up because I was having a hard time focusing. So you could bring this up on stage, is the point.
Yeah. But everyone has different opinions, though. Oh, cater it, do this, do that. Like,
I mean, catering is, you don't need to, cater, you got to get a party tray. Which to me is different than catering. Catering to me sounds like you're going to have that, the guy in the fucking hat with the little candles underneath the trays.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You don't need to do all that, right?
No.
Yeah, just get some platters of shit.
Chipotle
Just get some 5-layer dip and some scoops.
5-layer dip and scoops?
I bet you Food Emporium, they do some kind of party bullshit for the 4th.
Yeah, the food
that
might
you can
suck,
order.
though.
Yeah.
Food Emporium's a higher... I'd put them up there with, fair. It's expensive. It's a pricier supermarket. But it's probably quality.
If you're in New York City and you get like barbecue from the Food Emporium, it's like, what are you doing, dude?
Well, that's a good point.
What I mean? Like,
yeah.
Why'd you do that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to make it easy.
The phone lines have not been this busy about anything we've talked about. The fucking every line is people want to just help.
As just a human being, like Jim Norton trying to be normal is like the most fascinating thing in the world to me. I could talk about it all day.
It's cute.
You just trying to do, normal person things at the age of 48 that normally...
I am 48. Holy shit. I've never had people over my house.
It really is like a what about Bob situation.
Yeah. This is like a conversation a 25-year-old has when he gets his own place for the first time.
It was interesting. I went to Jim's house his old apartment once, to rehearse a video that we were
Oh, that's right,
together.
the U-Shot.
Yeah, and it was a very interesting experience because Jim is a guy where you do think, like, what is it like when he gets home? Like, what is the home like? He had an impeccably clean apartment.
Yep.
Beautifully decorated, if I may say so. But you are a guy where you wonder, you're like, what's it like when you go back? I used to wonder that about Patrice. And and then I finally started going to Patrice's barbecues, and you were like, oh, he's got like like a sort of a nice residential,
normal
very
place.
domesticated,
Jim's place doesn't look like lived in, though. Like, it's very well taken care of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it does. It's apparent that somebody is coming in. Unless you don't clean it, I'm assuming.
No,
right?
I do have a once-a-week housekeeper.
Clean it. He pisses the bed and then leaves it on the sheets.
Yeah. I have done that. It's good.
Wait, why? With a sex thing, you mean?
No, it was a mistake. I was I slept particularly well, and I woke up and there was a big wet spot in the bed.
And he just left it.
Yeah, I couldn't wait to get into work. Tell everybody. It's true.
Strange.
Does your mattress have covers on it?
No. Mattress will be fine. It's old anyway. I got to get a new one.
Really?
Yeah, because there's piss all over
it. It's 12 years old.
My mattress has, when I bought my new mattress, it has these plastic things on it, and the lady said, I said, why do I need that? And she goes, for personal stains. That's how she referred to it.
But don't you hate the crinkle of the plastic? It's like a hotel.
You can't feel it. You can't. It's their special bullshit fucking cover.
It's like the True Coat for a mattress.
Yeah. You can't feel it.
I can give you 50% off the True Coat.
Yeah, I don't know if I need that.
Well, you do.
I think you do. Yeah, no, I'm with Joe on this one.
It's my piss. I don't care.
No, that's true too.
Was it hard to get out? Did you scrub it?
No, I didn't do anything with it. I just let it dry, and I went right back to sleep. I really did. I just moved over and went back to sleep. I threw a towel over it.
And then went back to sleep.
Yeah. What would you do?
Crazy. You take off the sheets. I would strip the bed instantly.
Really?
Here's what I would do. If I were an adult who pissed the bed, I'd go, not from the result of drinking or anything, I'd go like, what the fuck is that about? I'd be weirded out. Then I would, in the middle of the night, strip the bed. I'd find clean sheets. I'd put the dirty sheets somewhere away where I knew I was going to wash them the next day. And then I'd lay there on clean sheets with clean, underwear on, wondering, why the fuck did I just wet the bed?
I will say this, you've given me hope because I've never drunk pissed my bed, but now if I do, I can go, well, it wasn't necessarily because of the booze. Maybe I just fucking peed the bed.
Maybe I just wet the bed?
Yeah, maybe I don't have a problem.
Maybe you just slept well. That was what I did.
You slept so well.
That's what he says. When he wets the bed, he goes like, I like it when I wet the bed because it means I got a good night's sleep.
Yeah.
How many times does it happen?
Last time it happened was probably at Bonnaroo a few years ago. No, I've done it since then.
No, last time it happened was like weeks
No, I mean
ago.
before then.
Oh.
It happens every couple of years. Not often. Not often.
Were you a bedwetter as a kid or anything?
I don't remember. Probably.
It's a non-issue to him, so he doesn't recall.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't
Good for
mean
you.
anything. I don't
Seriously, that's great. That's great.
I wouldn't even care if there's a girl next to me. I'd be like, move over, I pissed.
I can't sleep at all when I have to pee, even remotely. Like it
I can't either.
Hurts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
I woke up, I was on my back, and I just felt it gushing over me. And that is a panicky feeling. Like, you're like, oh, no.
Dude, I was driving back from the supermarket one night in my neighborhood, and I was in kind of rough shape. I had been out the night before, having a good time, and I was driving home. It was like 9 o'clock at night, and as I was walking in my car from the supermarket, I was like, I gotta pee. Should I pee? I'm like, dude, you live 5 minutes away. Get in the fucking car, drive home. I'm driving home. I get 2 minutes into the drive. I'm like, I'm going to piss myself. Like, I literally can't hold it. I don't know. I must be getting old. Like, I can't hold this at all. So I stop. I had to pee so bad. I parked my car sideways illegally in a parking lot and ran. It was a shopping center. I ran behind a bank that was closed into the dark shade of the bushes and stuff. I pulled my pants down. I started peeing. As soon as I started peeing, my body was like, you can't pee without shitting right now. It's not happening.
No.
You cannot pee without shitting right now. You have to shit right now. Or piss and shit your pants in the car. And I was like, I don't want to fucking do that.
Right.
So I dropped trowel. And dude, I mean, it was beyond a massive shit. It was just
You shit behind the bank?
Right in the mulch. Right in the mulch. 2 depth charge shits. You know when it just all comes out at once? Like 2 of those.
Yeah.
And it was just it was a mound of shit. And then I had to drive home like this.
No paper?
Because I couldn't wipe myself. I got home. I still somehow had the appetite to eat the food that I had just bought. The next day, I was walking my dog, and I'm like, I gotta go see, man, if it's still there. It was like 10 a.m. It was gone. Some poor fucking Mexican dude came in, had to fucking shovel up. He probably thought it was bum shit.
Yeah.
He was right.
It couldn't have been like you wouldn't have looked at it and thought it was dog shit. Like it was obviously person
Human
shit.
shit. That's a different look.
It was so it was human or horse shit. There was no in between. Like it wasn't. There was no way it was a dog shit. It was. I'm telling you, dude. It was a fucking mound.
Wow.
It was brutal. It was disgusting. I was disgusted with myself.
I've only felt that sensation of piss on myself when I'm sleeping. When the I don't know, a few weeks ago, decided to change the baby as I was sleeping on the bed, right next to me, and I just like woke up and felt just warm on my shoulder, and I just looked over and he was just pissing.
Did you beat him?
All over me. I did. I hit him. He hasn't done it since. But even then, I got up. I changed the sheets.
Were you mad?
No. It's a baby pissing on you. What are you going to do?
Why did she not cover him up when he was pissing?
She thought it was, I don't know, but she really thought it was funny as it was happening. Like, that's what I heard. I felt the warmth of piss hitting my shoulder and the sound of Jess cackling.
Wait, what are the logistics of this, though? So you were trying to change...
So, like, I'm sleeping, right?
Right.
And she decided to change the baby on the bed.
Oh, your wife decided to change the baby. Oh, I thought you said you did.
No.
Oh, okay,
I was
sorry.
asleep. Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's how I woke up to it.
And your kid just pissed all over you.
He just pissed all over me.
That's fucking
Do you know
great.
what? I went to the season finale of like the wrap-up party for Moshe Kasher's show in L.A. He had a magician come. It was fucking awesome.
That's awesome.
The magician was great.
Oh, that's great.
There was no food. It was just like a bunch of people like drinking and...
Yeah, but that's just like a fun thing to do.
That was really fun to watch.
Yeah.
And everyone was nice to the magician. No one fucked with him. He was very good.
Yeah. It was a good magician?
Great.
Did he boggle your mind?
Yeah.
Do you have all... What was the most impressive trick that you saw?
He has these 3 cups, these metal cups upside down, and he's in full view of everybody, doing the ball into the cups trick. And then at the end, he picks up the cups, and there's a baby chick under each cup.
Is that right?
Yeah. The girls went bananas.
Did they?
Yeah. Because he was joking the whole show about having a baby chicks. Just, you know, it was and then at the end, he has baby chicks. You know,
What the fuck? You should get a magician for Monday.
Adorable. I was petting one.
Yeah, you should get a magician.
You
for
think
your
so?
party.
Yeah, I think you should.
I think you should.
You should.
It wouldn't be awkward at all. That would be definitely a good thing to do.
Or get like a juggler or something.
Or a juggalo.
Yeah.
You should just get some juggalos to come
A comedian would be so great.
Just to stand up.
To hire a comedian.
Oh, hire Voss.
Comedian.
Oh, sorry.
You should go out to the loony bin in Staten Island and hire one of those guys. Hire one of those like fire hall.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? Like one of those old school fire hall, North Jersey.
Yeah, you should have somebody.
Couldn't do it. Yeah. Even ironically, I'd be too uncomfortable.
You should have a comedian who's been doing it for like 25, 30 years, who's just waiting for the big break. You know what I mean?
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Is that those guys?
Yeah. You got to go get one of those guys.
Yeah.
Artie Lang told me a story once where he said he said the peak of Stern, they were just putting these shows on anywhere because they would just sell out. So he did a show in a diner that was being remodeled. He said halfway through the show, he started feeling a pinch in his neck. He looked over, he said some drunk fan had taken one of the fluorescent light bulb tubes with the metal prongs on it and was stabbing him in the neck. And he goes, "Stop!" And he said, the guy goes, "Take it, faggot." And he said the owner runs on stage and he thinks the owner's coming to save him. And he goes, "Thank you, man. Get this guy here." And the owner goes, "The money I paid you, you can get stabbed in the fucking neck. Do your show."
That's insane.
It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
I can't imagine having to do those gigs. Like, it's one thing.
So bad.
Yeah, to just doing comedy in a comedy club with a comedy audience is difficult enough. To have to just do shows that are technically branded comedy, but really, those Stern shows are probably just more like a freak show.
Yeah.
Where you get to go look at the people from the radio. Like, Artie's a real comic, but there are people on the show that are not real comics.
Right. I always wonder, like, I don't know what. I'm assuming it's the latter, but I don't know what would be the worst position to be in. To be a guy they love because of the show, or a guy they don't know and you just have to go up and do comedy.
A guy they love. Yeah.
It'd be worse?
No, it's better. It's better. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Guy they don't know, they might just boo.
Or throw shit at.
It's like they used to do that thing at the artist shows where they just go wah, wah.
Why?
Because that's what Artie would do.
He would do it on the air, I guess. He would, like, if somebody was whining, he'd be like wah wah.
That's what Shuli has said to me, because you had Shuli open up for you a few times, and he talked about how starkly different your radio audience was than the Stern radio audience.
Yeah.
He said, like,
the Opie and Anthony audience was always good
because they respected comics, they liked comedy.
Yeah.
Right.
Whereas the Stern audience, it's more about Howard and the show, and it's not so much like respecting comedy. We just want to yell at the guys that are on the air.
You want to be the guy that gets the Baba Booey out at the right time or whatever, and yell it out. Are your audiences still the same from the old? I mean, obviously there's carryover, but
there's some carryover, but no, because again, they get older. You know, a lot of them can't come out like they used to.
Right.
12 years ago, they could come out. You know, so no. I mean, some of them know me from other places, but most people that know me is still from radio.
Right.
They're still the ones that come out.
Yeah.
Certainly not as many of them.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's to be expected.
I think that's for. I just don't you think that's just a symptom of the change of the business, though? I was talking with Roland about it. Like, I feel like the days of like superstar entertainer, they don't really exist in the way that they used to. At least
Kevin Hart was just saying that.
It's like, you
Louis C.K. probably feels the same way.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Bill Burr just got picked up for season 3. No, I think it's us.
Yeah, it's done.
All right.
No. People
making me feel better.
Like, sometimes if a show doesn't sell, my manager will try to go, it's the summer. I'm like, John, no. When people want to come out, they come out. There's never a reason. Unless there's a tsunami. Well, it's nice. It's the weather. No one cares. If people want to come see you, they come see you.
But it is ebbs and flows. Like, they're like,
absolutely.
It'll go back up. It'll go down. It'll go back up.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't freak out about it. But I mean, I'm realistic about it.
Has your audience changed since you've gotten so much acting work? Because you've popped up in a bunch of places since you've been out in L.A.
No, because I don't get consistent enough acting work that it would it would create a drastic change in anything. I'm in a position where I pick a few people up from this. I pick a few people up. So I always at the shows, it's like there's some podcast fans there. There's some O&A fans there. There's some Better Call Saul fans. There's some Red Eye fans. You know what I mean? It's always like this sort of spread out thing. But I've yet to have the thing with regularity where it'll be like, oh, now
That's your
80% of the crowd comes because they know me from that thing.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't know. Who knows? One of these days, I guess. But it's just...
And you never know. You think that they're not going to... I'm amazed by... I was in Europe, how many people knew the radio show. How many people knew Chip? It was fucking amazing. All the ones that came knew it. Like I mentioned Chip, and like there's 400 people are saying like 320 of them knew Chip. It was weird.
When I was in Dublin, people were coming up. I was at a festival in Dublin, the Vodafone Festival, and people were coming up to me left and right, like, oh, I love O&A. I fucking love O&A. Like it was fucking big. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I should go. I do want to go to Ireland.
It seems
You
like
should.
It's because of YouTube. Like, what's the comics get popular for whatever reason or just get noticed. Like they'll see like a special of this guy on Netflix or that guy over there, and then all of a sudden you YouTube the comics, and for years, you and all the regulars were on O&A so often.
Right.
There's just hours of material that I think people are finding.
It's funny. I said after Patrice died, I said to Bobby Kelly, I was like, I feel really lucky, excuse me, that this goofy thing called YouTube existed, and we now have an archive.
Yeah.
Because of a radio show that we all got to do. And, we have like an archive of one of our friends forever. Like you can always go on there and hear him. So, like it's a pretty impressive catalog of stuff on there.
Right.
It's crazy how much content is on there.
There's a lot of stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
And they don't ever get any shit from Sirius for putting it up or anything like that?
I mean, like, what else are they going to do with it? What does the ownership of it do? Like, you got to think, how do you make money off the ownership of the old Opie and Anthony stuff? Are you going to put a best CD? Or no one cares.
And I think
it's out there. It's okay.
Sirius is smart
That's
enough,
great.
too, to realize that for every, person that just listens on YouTube and stuff, or for every 100 people, if for every 100 people that listen on YouTube, one person goes, they're still doing stuff. I don't want to just be on YouTube. I want to actually subscribe and hear what's going on. And that happens. Like, it does end up being a commercial to subscribe to hear the live shows.
No, I do that all the time. There's certain movies I want to see, and I'll just check out a scene or two.
Yeah.
And if it captures my interest, I'm like, okay, I got to go buy this movie.
Let me get it
now.
on
I wanna
iTunes
watch
or
it.
something.
Yeah, exactly. iTunes, Sam. Sometimes on Amazon Prime.
You won't go one collection?
What do you mean?
Meaning, like, if you're going to buy a movie. Like,
Sam,
I value my iTunes collection.
I'll tell you, I'm all over the map these days.
Tell me.
I'll
Tell me more about
swing
this.
through Hulu.
Yeah.
I'll swing through Amazon Prime.
Right.
I have the Night Flight TV app.
What is that?
I don't know what that is. either.
Night Flight was an old show from the 80s that was a very like horror-centric, punk rock-centric, comedy-centric show. Very cool show. Very like cult following stuff, spaghetti westerns, whatever. They have an app. It's $3.99 a month. Can't recommend it enough. Some of the coolest fucking shit in the world.
Now, are we renting or buying movies?
I almost exclusively buy. And not digitally either.
Oh.
That's why I'm naming all these streaming services. I have a massive DVD. I have a massive media collection, period.
Why? That's dumb.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Yeah, why do you save them like that?
Because I'm a really big movie fan, particularly horror and sci-fi and stuff. And I like to experience the movies in different ways. So, like, there are certain horror movies from the 80s that I buy on VHS because it's just a more fun experience to watch it that way. It looks a certain way. And then, but then I'll buy like the Dark Knight trilogy on Blu-ray because that's a different experience and you want it to be this big, beautiful, crisp thing or whatever.
The VHS thing I'm actually warming up to. Like, there's wrestling stuff that I'm like, I want to watch that on VHS because it's like, it's how you first saw it. It's how it was intended to be seen.
But that's how good things are. We're like, wow, the quality's amazing. I'd love to shitty it up a little.
Yeah.
Things are so good quality-wise that's why that retro record players or retro cassettes or all this stuff is because everything sounds and looks amazing and we're bored with it. And we're like, wow, I wish there was a little crackle in that. In 1978 or 1976 when I was listening to Kiss Destroyer and Flaming Youth with
You like Kiss?
Skip. Yeah, it's something I don't discuss much.
Oh.
But a Flaming Youth would skip in the same place every time, and I still, 35 years later, hear that in my head.
Yeah.
Well, and also too,
I never would have said I wanted this again.
Well, all that's like. I have this Dean Martin country record. It's a fucking amazing album, but I have it on vinyl, and you put it on, and it's got the crackle in it and everything, and it just sounds. It's just not as interesting to listen to when it's completely bright and tinny as you stream it from Apple Music or whatever. I appreciate those different textures and things. But like my friend's a big punk rock guy, and he said once he was like, I don't want the fucking Dead Kennedys remastered.
Right.
He's like, that's not what it's supposed to sound like. And he's not being a cunt. He's just like, it's supposed to sound like kind of muddy.
Yeah,
like that's kind of like, like once it's all polished up, it doesn't sound. So I think different things.
But what about, I mean, DVD and Blu-ray, it's like, that doesn't have any actual texture to it. Like it's almost exactly the same if you just download it on iTunes.
Well, the DVD, Blu-ray, especially now with the 4K stuff,
4K is a little different.
Pretty insane. But also too, it depends on the transfer. I have transfers on Blu-ray and DVD that were just transferred from VHS tapes, and I kind of like it.
I get that.
But it depends on the movie. I would never want to watch Casino on VHS with a shitty picture.
Right.
But I would want to watch Creepshow like that.
Of course.
You know what I mean? So like it just depends.
I sold almost all my DVD collection for pennies on the dollar.
I would have bought a lot of it from you.
Really?
Threw all mine out.
I
would have bought it from you.
I sold most of it, and then now I have like my iTunes movie collection is like I have 250 movies on iTunes. I love it.
When you walk into I have a loft apartment, so it's basically one gigantic room with 2 levels in it, but. When you walk in, I have a complete wall of media. My whole apartment is media. I have a Galaga machine. I have every fucking old school video game console. I have racks of records, cassettes, chest of cassettes. I just like having the media because it's
a tactile thing,
tangible.
Yeah. You can stick your fingers in it. I just like. I remember Burr once Burr and I were talking about this, and he goes, I know there's nothing to leave behind anymore. He's going to go, what are you going to inherit from your grandfather's hard drive?
Yeah.
And I was like, it's like...
Your playlist.
Yeah, it's nice to have like a collection of something. I don't know. But that's also how I pass time on the road, too. Is like hunting down
shopping.
Hunting down cool record stores and cult shops and horror shops and stuff like that. And like going and buying collectible shit and, But it's always media, though.
Do you buy movie posters?
I buy some. I have a really cool original French Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 poster.
That's awesome.
That's like the theater, like the fucking giant subway size one. I have that hanging on my wall. So that's a collectible.
Is it worth a lot of money?
I paid like $150 for it. It sells for like $200 online. It's not like anything crazy. Certainly the most I ever spent on a fucking poster.
Yeah.
But
when Kill Bill first came out, I bought one of the vinyl giant like theater floor to ceiling Kill Bill like poster banner things.
Do you regret that?
I don't know. I think it's cool. I don't have it anywhere. It's still in it's all rolled up somewhere, and I don't know if it's worth anything. But I didn't spend a ton of money on it. I probably spent like $65 on it.
It's probably worth something.
It probably is.
Let's look on eBay for a Kill Bill vinyl poster.
Yeah, and I mean it's a banner. It's a gigantic.
Yeah, that shit that was exclusively at the theater.
Right,
that
it's not a consumer
worth stuff.
thing.
Yeah, no, that's definitely worth something. We stole.
By the way, Troy just Googled eBay, but go on. He just Googled the word eBay.
It's not worth anything.
We stole a cardboard cutout of Darth Maul from the supermarket when I was in college.
Yeah.
Because it was an exclusive, like Lucasfilm sent it out, and they were like, I kept asking, every time I go in, I'd say, can I please buy this? And they'd say, no, it's got to go back to Lucasfilm. And we went in one day all fucked up and we just grabbed it and ran. And my buddy was running with it like this, and he hit the door on the way out and it broke in half.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we had to tape it back together.
I think they had one at the top of the page going for like $125.
Or best offer.
Is that it?
Or
with
best
the sword?
offer. Yeah, who knows if it's actually going to get that. But I think that's right. Yeah, 7 foot by 4.5 feet.
$125.
Yeah.
It's worthless.
It's gigantic.
Worthless. Trust me, I know. I have old stuff. I have so much stuff that's worth nothing.
Yeah.
Internally.
I mean, I didn't really buy it as like an investment.
Right, yeah.
I just bought it as like it'd be awesome to have a 7 foot tall Kill Bill poster. I don't know where I would ever put it.
How much did you buy it for?
Less than 125.
All right, so there you go.
Yeah.
You're on top.
I'm on top.
How much less? Because it sounds like you spent 120.
$124.99.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I remembered, to tell you the truth, but I'm sure it was, I don't know. It was more than, it was like 65 or above for sure. It was probably less than $100 because I was in college at the time. I didn't have any money.
Did you ever see that guy James Rolfe on YouTube that does the Angry Video Game Nerd?
Yeah, sure.
He's got his video game room in the basement where he shoots all the videos, but he has a separate room in the basement for all of his movies, and he recreated an 80s video store. So he put in all the
that's
shelves.
awesome.
He's even got a fucking curtain, like so it looks like there's a porn area. It's fucking amazing.
That's
man.
really cool.
It's amazing. He does a tour of it on YouTube. I want to become friends with the guy so bad because I just want to go hang out in his
Well, you
basement.
think that's cool, but you didn't like the guy who did the Pan Am first class in his garage.
Yeah, because video stores are cool, and
No,
airplanes are just fucking airplanes.
I'd rather sit in a fucking first class lounge.
And by the way,
wait. What is the Pan Am thing?
Some guy did it in his garage. He made a whole first class Pan Am cabin.
I would have to have a lot of rooms in my house to make one into a video store, for the record. I could never actually see myself doing that. But the guy is
He just sectioned off his basement.
He's created like a brand and a business out of it. I kind of like that he's turned his crazy
Dude,
hobbies
he's got
into
laser
something.
discs in it. It's insane.
See, this guy's just a spaz. Like
yeah,
that-
that's a little weird.
It's weird.
I kind of don't understand what the point of that is.
It's stupid.
Is there only one level?
Did you fart?
I did.
No.
You did?
Thanks.
Yeah, that's
Thank you, buddy.
That had reach,
That's
dude.
a Jim
Good
fart.
for you. But what now, Jim? What do you do with this? I don't understand.
If you build a video store, you can actually go in and there's videos, and then you can watch them and you can like recreate this experience.
Jesus, Jim.
It's every day. But
what
if you,
the fuck?
Oh, that's really bad.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, that's
Smell
one of
it
the that's
here.
one of the worst ones in a while.
Really?
Yeah.
Cool.
You're a healthy guy. What?
That's why. I get rid of all the bad stuff.
I didn't know cum smelled so bad.
You know how it tastes, don't you?
Good point.
But like that garage will never be an actual airplane.
Right.
You
Well,
know what I mean?
that's what I like. I kind of don't get like as a single guy.
It's so weird to look at this.
That is. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to harp on it. That is unreal.
Troy, it happens, man.
Come on, don't spray these chemicals.
We don't need the chemicals in here.
Here's the weird thing about this Pan Am thing. You're looking at the fucking screen hanging down, and it's actually it's a real screen. Like, it's a movie screen hanging down. Like, that's how they used to watch stuff.
Yeah,
it's a projector. Like,
Yeah.
So he's got an out-of-date Pan Am first class lodge.
Oh, you know,
Pan Am, because it's supposed to be like the 60s. Duh, I'm an idiot.
I know a lot of people with projectors in their basement.
I
remain
I don't know. I can't-
thoroughly unimpressed.
That's like how Nick Cannon, we were talking about this on Okerson's show yesterday. Nick Cannon has when he was married to Mariah Carey, they had a candy store in his house
Yeah, that's weird.
that they apparently like staffed.
That's just
Barbara Streisand
opulence.
has an ice cream shop. Yeah.
That's just opulence.
She's got an ice cream shop,
Yeah.
like a staff, like, and somebody's got to work. in
Yeah,
it.
probably when she wants it on her property.
Just buy some ice cream.
Like if she has a party, she hires a staff for the ice cream stuff.
Wow. Well, they don't treat her special. She just walks in and buys ice cream.
I have seen Tyrese. He doesn't like to leave his house ever, so he's got a Starbucks on premises. Like, he's got a Starbucks in his house that's like a legit Starbucks.
That
like
is
with
staff.
with a barista and Starbucks and everything, because he just doesn't want to leave.
People are psychotic.
It's crazy.
It's a lot of money to spend.
It's crazy.
It's fucking insane.
Yeah.
What?
They probably have baristas only there probably part-time, though.
This is what I never get either. This is what I never get. Why would you not? Why would you not? And you hear, like, okay, like, remember, like, American Psycho is a good example. When that movie came out, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, you know how he wanted to do it? It was supposed to be a black and white, rated X, really gritty thing. And then they're like, well, by the time it came out, it was this and it was whatever. If I was Tom Cruise, I'd be like, I bought the rights to American Psycho for $2 million, which is nothing to me. I'm going to make like a really cool version of it.
Right.
And who cares if it doesn't make the fucking
I don't
money
need a
back?
return on my investment.
I just don't understand why nobody does shit like that. Like,
Yeah.
go fucking make something cool.
I
Like,
wonder if it's because it will also be perceived as a failure if it doesn't do well. And career-wise, people don't want to be perceived as failures. That's my guess.
They're worried that the future income that it'll hurt. So you're saying that instead of Tyrese spending all his money on a Starbucks, like, you could make something awesome.
Dude, you could literally, I mean, Jesus Christ.
You can make a movie.
Let's say Tyrese's favorite rap group was Boogie Down Productions.
Right.
I'd take that money and I'd be like, hey, guys, I'm going to give you $2 million to get back together and do a record.
Right. Right.
Like, I just feel like there's art you could create with that, which sounds stupid as I say it, but I don't like to put it that way, but you know what I mean. Like,
yes.
I just don't get, you can make fucking Starbucks coffee in a Keurig and it tastes pretty fucking close.
And I have to tell you the truth. In terms of, you're in Los Angeles, it's probably not that difficult for Tyrese.
He just has a
to go to
gigantic
Starbucks.
house, and he wanted to do something cool in the basement. That's all it is.
Yeah, that's it. Look,
he wants people to look at when they come over and go, oh, cool, you're at Starbucks.
That's a good point. If I had I always said if I had a basement, if I can ever buy a goddamn house, if I ever fucking buy a house and I have a basement, I'm going to turn my basement into like a dive bar. I'm going to make it look like a real dive bar.
I have a friend who did that.
But I wouldn't
Connecticut.
staff it.
No, yeah, that's where it starts to get. No, it's actually a dive bar, like with a staff and there's a doorman. And you can't actually.
It would just be to go hang out in with my buddies. Like I wouldn't, maybe a man cave, right, Jim?
You know, I could see the idea that if you were married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just kidding.
No, I know, but I mean, I could actually see it for a married guy. You want to look at your wife and kid, you're like, let me just go sit down here, be left alone.
Just do what Guillermo del Toro does.
What's he do?
He has an actual just separate house
Yeah.
with all of his cool shit in it. And it's like right down the block from his house that he shares with his wife.
It's his work house.
And he just goes there every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got all his horror stuff and all of his like sci-fi stuff.
Awesome.
And he explained to his wife, it's like some people go to the office. That's my office. I go to the other house.
And he'll stay there sometimes, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's amazing. And the house is awesome.
That's fucking
Would you want to walk through there?
Oh, yeah. There's tours of it online.
Can we see it? Can we see
tours you can go through?
No, I think he's done a tour.
Who was it?
Guillermo del Toro.
Oh, boy.
Oh, man. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, I have
We'll
no
watch
idea.
it on Wednesday.
GEIOR.
I think there's a U in there.
Go ahead. No, you got this.
What's
Troy.
the last name?
Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, you wrote GEIOR, Gior.
Okay, you've got Gior.
No.
Yeah.
No, you didn't even.
Oh,
Troy,
Google doesn't even know what he
You
means.
were so far off. It's not even suggested.
I don't even know who that
Benicio
is.
del Toro.
You wrote Gior.
He's a director.
Del Toro.
Put G del Toro, and then I bet you it'll come up.
You know what's the best part? Is watching Troy write Del Toro is one word.
There he is. But now I'm lost because what would you?
Pacific Rim, he's
His
a
house.
Oh, there it is, right there, with like the Frankenstein.
Troy just
head.
spelled house with a 7.
You know what's cool? I think, if I'm not mistaken, do you know that TV show Night Gallery, the Rod Serling show? He's got some of the actual paintings that hung in the studio. Yeah, he bought some of them.
That's a big Frankenstein head in his house.
Joe,
That's
you would love this house.
That is so fucking cool.
It's amazing. This would be my favorite place on planet
And that's
Earth.
all good stuff, too. Like, that's not cheesy.
Yeah.
Like, that's the real stuff.
Yeah.
He didn't buy like the Toys R Us version.
What's that monster right there?
Sam.
The big, the big one in the foyer. If you scroll up, right there. See it? Over. No. Yeah, I guess that's it, right? What the fuck is it? What's that from?
I don't know. Maybe he just created it. Because he just creates monsters. Unless it's an alien thing.
Do you think he fucks it at night?
I think so.
Yeah.
I would imagine, yes.
Looks like he fucks it in its little lizard asshole.
He's a strange character, this guy.
I need a basement just to put all my wrestling stuff in.
That's from Blade 2.
Oh, is that where that's from?
Oh, look, he's got things from The Witches. Remember that movie? Where they turn into where Angelica Houston turns into
that
this
movie rules.
Scary witch.
The Roald Dahl story.
Yeah.
I think he has the original. I like that Frankenstein behind him, too.
Do I smell dogs droppings?
Look at that. Is that the fucking time machine?
Yeah.
I think it's a functioning time machine.
There's fucking Salem's Lot to the left.
Yep.
Holy shit.
The curtains are great. It's so opulent.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I love it, man. Look, he's got all. And I like how he's got all the old accessories too, like the what the fuck are those things called?
Vibrators?
Oh, Jesus, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
The old record Vitrolas, right? The old
Something
record
like that.
player.
I think that's about right. Sure.
What's that exorcist thing he has? Go back up to the top left.
You love Guillermo del Toro's house, Jim?
Yeah.
There's a full replica of what's her face from The Exorcist.
Blair,
yeah, Linda Blair.
When my parents visited me in L.A., my mom, she can walk and stuff, but if you're doing a lot of walking, she's a wheelchair. She's not terribly mobile. But we went to Hollywood Horror Nights at Universal Studios.
Oh yeah.
And with my dad and we took her through the Exorcist haunted house.
Did she get wet?
That's that story.
I'm so happy you wheeled her through the house.
Yeah, that's fun. No, it was scary. That's what I was going to say.
Did she like it?
She loved it. Yeah.
You bet she did. You bet she liked it. Oh boy, did she like it. And everybody knew it too.
Oh my God.
She just left a puddle behind in that haunted house.
Oh, I know.
Oh yeah, she was sopping.
You never want to think about your mom getting wet.
No, you don't.
You don't say.
That's why I prefer not to be reminded of it.
I know a guy that masturbated to his mom.
What?
Yeah.
You're sitting next to one.
Talking about me?
Yep.
That's not true. I got to get a mannequin though for my Gold Dust outfit one day.
You bought one of Gold Dust's outfits?
I got it as a gift.
It's one of his real outfits?
Yes.
I don't have any real memorabilia. I have a tissue box from the Golden Girls set.
A tissue box?
Yeah, like a tissue.
Wow.
Like
That's the worst memorabilia.
I love the Golden Girls.
Me too.
It's a terrible piece, though.
It's a... Well, it's
I'd rather have a Stelgetti's septic tank.
Old ladies put those like covers over their tissue boxes. It's like one of those brass like tissue box covers.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all right. You know who likes it? Chicks.
Oh, I guess I
show
could
it to
see,
chicks.
Yeah,
they get real revved up about it.
I have one of in Rob Zombie's Halloween movie. They used don't say that about Rob Zombie. They used paper mache masks on the wall. Like Michael Myers made paper mache masks when he was in the mental institution. He put them on the wall. I have one of the masks.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
cool. That is a cool collectible. I just don't like that movie.
I only have one.
I like the first one.
I'm not shitting on Rob Zombie. I didn't like the remake he did. I thought it was too much.
I liked the remake. I had some. As much as it's tough for me to even say anything even remotely negative about anything Rob Zombie, Halloween. His version of Halloween 2 was tough.
I just thought it was
tough.
I thought both of them. They were so just like it's raw, and it's like yeah, dude. So was the first one. Like
I don't think he likes them either.
I don't need to see.
He doesn't really own them.
The dad like trying to fuck the daughter. Like I'm like I don't need every disgusting thing to be in this right now. You know, like it's enough that this guy's going to murder 18 people later.
Rob doesn't really like.
Jesus, Jim, come on, dude.
Did you toot again?
Oh my.
Are you fibbing?
No.
You're looking cheeky, Jim. You know when you lie, you look cheeky.
Holy shit, dude.
You have a cheeky face, Jim. When you fib, you start to look cheeky. Jim, did you toot?
I don't remember.
Oh my God. That really smells dead.
That's a bad one too. You must be excited that Joe's here.
I am. I'm happy to see Joe, and I'm also thinking about my party.
So everything's just exciting.
All the nerves are coming out.
All the nerves are coming out, just busting.
By the way, Joe DeRosa is going to be at Gotham tonight, and the Stand Saturday, and then July 13th to 15th, he'll be at the Punchline in Philly. It's joederosacomedy.com.
Isn't Voss at the Gotham tonight, too?
No, tomorrow.
Voss is doing the weekend. I'm just doing a set there tonight.
Oh, tonight's Thursday. I'm thinking tonight's Friday. Okay.
Yeah, Rob Zombie, like he owns his like he takes full ownership of like the movies that he wrote and directed and did the whole thing, but he don't really talk about the Halloween movies with Rob's other movies.
How did you get? I'm excited for Danny McBride's
Halloween
reboot that he's doing.
Is he doing a Halloween reboot?
We talked to him about it.
I don't remember.
You talked to him about it.
I'm glad I did. I love Danny. I don't remember.
John Carpenter, I don't know if he's going to be involved, but he's like really excited. And he has done nothing but shit on the franchise since the second movie.
Fuck John Carpenter then.
Why?
He's right. Why would you discredit Rob Zombie and then be like, Danny McBride's finally going to do it right? I don't like that.
Because Rob Zombie's movie stunk. we just admitted to it.
That's what we were talking about?
They weren't. He's cool with Rob Zombie. He didn't shit on Rob Zombie.
Oh,
He's just like, well, actually he did, and then they made up. But the Danny McBride one, Carpenter was like, it's a riveting whatever.
We'll see. It's a script right now. We'll see.
John Carpenter also put his stamp of approval on Ghosts of Mars. So, you know.
Halloween 3 he didn't do.
He produced it.
The Season of the Witch?
Yeah.
No Michael Myers? Very controversial
Season of the Witch is a lot of fun. I mean, if you put out of your head, this isn't a Michael Myers movie. If it would just call
Season of the Witch and not Halloween 3 Season of the Witch.
It makes no sense. It's kind of batshit, but it's a fun movie.
It's like Exorcist 2, just like, why? What are you doing?
Yeah. You didn't need to.
I've tried so many times with Exorcist 2, and it's just not. I'm just like, there's got to be something there. Because I love The Exorcist is my favorite horror movie. And I love The Exorcist 3.
Yeah, me too. It's a continuation of 1.
Yeah. But god damn it, man. 2, there's just... Do
you like Rob Zombie's other movies?
No. I wasn't going to say that, though.
Yeah,
I wasn't going to rub
What
it
are his
in.
other movies?
House of a Thousand Corpses, The Devil's Rejects.
Fuck yeah.
He just did a movie called 31. I think he's got one or two others in there.
What's 31 about?
31 is about a group of people who they kidnap. It takes place in the 70s. Shocker. And they kidnap a group of people who then they bring them to a warehouse, and there's these 3 people who bet on who's going to survive, and every hour all night long another crazy murderer is let out and chases them down, and either you have to kill the murderer until everybody's dead. So you either have to survive the whole night or die.
It's a pretty cool idea.
Yeah.
Can we do that at your party?
Yeah.
But instead of that, it's like somebody comes out and tickles someone.
Oh, Lords of Salem was the movie I didn't think of.
Lords of Salem.
How about Super Beasto?
Was bad.
That was an animated movie.
Super Beasto is kind of funny. I like Tom Papa's a friend of all of ours. So
I like Lords of Salem.
What's Tom Papa?
He's El Super Beasto.
Yeah, he
He's
does the main voice.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. But, I mean, here's my problem with Rob Zombie. It's not a problem with him. Like, God bless him. He's getting shit made. But his movies are all derivative of another thing that's just way better. House of a Thousand Corpses is a really shitty knockoff of Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Well,
31 is basically The Running Man, except with serial killers instead of.
Yeah, but you say the same thing about Tarantino.
Yeah, a lot of people think that about Tarantino.
Tarantino literally
but Tarantino's
lifts
movies
full
are
scenes.
really good.
Tarantino's movies are amazing, but
That's
a lot
the
of people
thing.
hate him because they feel like he just completely lifts things.
What has he lifted?
Yeah, I would agree. I would agree that he does do that. But I also think,
but he's brilliant.
They're just good movies, so I don't know. Like,
yeah, it makes good characters.
There's so much shock in
Like
this.
Mr. Imus.
Like Lords of Salem. By the time you get to the burnt. To the burnt priests jerking off with black dildos, you're like, all right, Rob.
Sounds good.
It's disturbing, Rob. Okay, it's just too much. It's just like, not because I'm disturbed by it. I'm like,
You're not disturbed by it, though, right?
no. It's just like It's like when a kid is trying to make you freaked out, and you're just like, well, all right, you're just a shock comic. I was eating my girlfriend's pussy in the.
What's that?
I don't know. I'm just doing.
Oh,
like,
a shock comedy. Yeah.
Yeah, it feels like shock comedy. Like when a guy will be like, I was eating my girl's pussy the other night, and everybody in the supermarket was looking at me.
Like,
you're
whoa,
like,
this guy's outrageous.
Oh, God, all right.
Shock comedy is awful.
Yeah, it is.
It's awful.
Yeah.
That is from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
My cum looks. Are you guys being,
No,
being
it's we're
ironic
saying,
right now?
no.
I can't tell.
No.
You got a
No.
shitty smirk like you farted again, so I
No.
couldn't tell.
Well, that's the thing about Jim. Sometimes he's being sarcastic, and sometimes he
I can't
just
tell.
farted.
Yeah, no, but it is true. Like shock comedy it's a thing of the 80s.
Yeah, there's
Or
got to be
1990.
something underneath it. So
Right,
it's like
some substance.
So I don't know. I just don't like his. I never saw. Everybody has said to me, "You never saw Devil's Rejects." That's the good one.
Devil's Rejects is the best one for sure.
But I just don't really have a lot of interest in that one.
What's it about?
Yeah, it's
Just people murdering people.
well, no, it's a
Well, again, it's like
spin-off of House of a Thousand Corpses, but it's way more realistic. Whereas House of a Thousand Corpses is a little bit surreal and almost an ode to 70s horror movies.
Isn't Devil's Rejects just basically natural born killers? Isn't that another thing? This is what I mean. Like everything he does. Then he does 2 remakes. Then he's Lords of Salem.
No, I mean,
it goes straight to video because he goes, I know who needs to star in this, my wife.
Lords of Salem was in theaters.
Is that bad?
It's terrible.
It was in theaters.
What was it about?
It was about a record that when you played it, what was the plot, Sam?
Yeah, it's like when you played the record, I think witches would come, or it would bring.
Yeah.
It took place in Salem, Massachusetts, obviously. And I think it brought witches back to life or something like that.
Yeah, because
it got very surreal, and he kind of made it into like it kind of visually turned into like a music video, which I didn't really
because
mind,
it was a demonic record.
Yeah.
Right. So there's my first gripe. You have to picture Satan calling up disc makers, being like, "I need this song pressed on vinyl, please."
But I mean, if you're going to be a
It's
horror
ridiculous.
movie, you're a horror movie fan.
No, that's my
Like,
problem.
we could punch holes in a lot
That's
of your
my problem with
favorites.
the.
You just said to subscribe to that $3.99 service. Like, aren't there a few shows on that service that you could probably punch some
Most
holes?
of them know what they are, though. Most of them know what they are. Like, you watch a movie called Microwave Massacre, they're not trying to make you take it seriously.
Right.
But, you know, it's like, that's always my problem with The Ring. It was like, oh, so this demon girl just knows the latest technology right
made
now?
a tape?
Yeah, and then when the new one came out, it was YouTube. It was on YouTube. I was like, come the fuck on, man.
I didn't see Rings yet.
And it calls you.
The Ring scared me.
It did?
It had a couple
Terrified
scary
me.
parts. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're a bit of a puss boy when it comes to movies.
No, but that one really frightened me.
Do you not like horror movies?
I love them. That one scared me.
You see the movie Clown?
Yeah.
You like it?
It was okay.
I liked it.
It was okay. I thought the premise was cool. I liked the short fake thing he put out first. I
Yeah.
thought that was a little scarier. But it wasn't bad.
You know what's a good movie that I just watched recently? The Berlin Experiment or Experience? I think it's the Berlin Experiment.
What's it about?
Like, it just came out digitally.
No, the company where they
No, not that one.
Not that
It's got a
one.
very similar title, though. I think it's the Berlin Experiment.
Okay.
It's about a girl who gets kidnapped and gets trapped in a guy's apartment. The guy keeps her captive. But
Berlin Syndrome.
Yeah, Berlin Syndrome.
It's close to what you have.
I don't have any syndromes.
So wait, what's it about?
It's about a girl who's on she's from Australia, and she goes, she's a tourist in Berlin, obviously, and she meets this dude, and they hit it off, and then she gets held captive in his apartment while he leads his life.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Oh, okay, I'll watch that.
It's pretty cool.
What's your favorite horror movie, Jim?
I don't know. I mean,
Lords of Salem?
I love The Exorcist. I never saw that one. But The Ring was one of them.
All
That
right.
really scared me.
How great's Naomi Watts?
Yeah, the whole thing
I'm
is
in love with her.
tremendous. I would have to think about that. I don't know.
What do you think of that 90s boom of all the teen horror, the Screams, and I Know What You Did Last Summers, and that...
I think
I've
Scream
never
is,
seen it. A Scream I saw.
Scream's solid. It was the last really good thing that Wes Craven did, I think.
Halloween was great. Nightmare on Elm Street was great.
Yeah, those are great. I Know What You Did Last Summers. I'm not too into that.
You don't like that?
When's it? I'm not too in. Well, I'll tell you this. I really liked Halloween H2O quite a bit.
You did?
Yeah, and that was one of the sort of Dawson's Creek runoff horror
Yeah,
movies
definitely.
at the time. But I liked it. I liked that Jamie Lee Curtis came back. I thought they handled. I thought it was a very good continuation of the story.
Did you see the Friday the Nightmare on Elm Street remake?
Yes.
That was good, right?
I didn't mind it.
I thought it was good.
People fucking hated it. I thought it was all right. I thought the Friday the 13th remake was all right. I thought the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake was all right.
Evil Dead remake I like too.
I like the Evil Dead remake quite
I
a
don't think
bit.
I saw
It
it.
was scary.
Yeah.
That
And
was
the first one was
intense.
fucking scary.
Yeah.
The Friday the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake, you mean the one with Jessica Biel?
The Jessica Biel one, yeah. Texas
good, I
Chainsaw
thought.
3D was one of the biggest pieces of shit I've ever seen in my
Terrible.
life.
Terrible.
And
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, the prequel to the remake, was not good.
It's okay.
I didn't love it.
It's maybe passable. It's not great, though.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
I don't remember.
The what other remakes do they do? I mean, they've been saying they're going to do this Hellraiser remake for fucking...
Yeah.
The Flatliners remake looks bad.
I don't
Have you
think I've
seen the
seen
trailer?
it. No, I have not.
This line is actually in the trailer. It just came out like 2 weeks ago. This is actually the line in the trailer. After the first time she dies and comes back, you hear her friend go, "It's like her brain has been rewired."
Ooh. That sounds great.
Yeah, it's really fucking bad.
They're M. Night Shyamalan is rebooting the Unbreakable franchise. Did you see
I'm
I
Split?
finally watched it. Yeah,
You like it?
I'm so glad I avoided any spoilers. For it.
Did you see Split?
Yeah, dude,
That's great, right?
I liked it a lot. And
Me too.
that last scene, I was out of my
I
seat.
haven't seen it.
Oh,
see him?
shit! Well, don't
Okay.
listen.
You see Unbreakable?
No.
Then it doesn't matter.
It won't matter.
Yeah. There's a connection between the two, and M. Night, apparently, I think he's still doing it, is going to make a third, because I guess Unbreakable...
Yeah, it's called Glass.
Unbreakable was always supposed to be a trilogy.
Yes.
And
the Split, the Beast,
Split-
whatever his name is.
Yeah.
He was. Oh no, the Legion, right? What were
Yes,
they calling him
because-
at the end?
Yeah.
He was supposed to be. He was in Unbreakable in the original script, and there were supposed to be multiple villains, and he cut it out because he was like it was too crowded.
It's just cool though that you realize at the end of Split, that it without this isn't going to spoil it because you don't know, but it's the sequel to Unbreakable.
Yeah, and you don't
You've
know
been
till the
watching
very
something
end.
much more than you thought you've been watching.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you've never seen Unbreakable,
Well,
you're
now
just
I'll
like,
watch it.
Now he's making the third one, which is going to bring the two movies fully together.
which is very exciting. Because Unbreakable is
I'm
a good
really
movie.
excited.
Yeah, he finished the first draft. I think he tweeted like last week.
And how perfect is it time-wise? It's roughly 20 years since Unbreakable came out, so it's
Yeah.
literally like the right time
Yeah.
for the Samuel L. Jackson character to be returning.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, I don't want to say too much, but...
Yeah. And Unbreakable is a good movie. It's just, it got caught in every movie that M. Night did after Sixth Sense, which was, you're not going to beat that twist.
No.
So everything he did after it was criticized.
Sixth Sense was good. Did you know the guy was? I didn't know he was dead.
When did you find out?
Third time I watched it. I'm like, why does this bitch keep dropping the ring?
Oh, shit!
Did you ever see that episode of It's Always Sunny where they're like, it's got that crazy Shyamalan twist. You find out the guy is actually Bruce Willis at the end.
I even like the M. Night movie that he did before Split that nobody saw or talked about.
The tree with the trees?
Yeah, the grandma movie.
With Patrice. Patrice was
No,
in
there was
it.
one with trees. No, trees.
Oh, that movie's
No.
terrible. The
Yeah,
Happening.
no.
Holy shit.
That was not good.
Awful.
That was not good. I like
the Visit's okay.
The Visit. I thought it was like just for what it was.
I was bummed out because I figured out I never do this. I'm very bad at it. It was one of the only movies I've ever seen where I figured out what the twist was like 20 fucking minutes into the movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn it. It was like Ghostbusters. It just popped in there. You know, I was like, I don't want to. Fuck! I wasn't trying to think of it.
And then you're just waiting for the reveal because you know what it is.
I figured it out in The Godfather. Like literally after he got shot, I'm like, that was Bartini. Ruined the movie for me. I just knew it.
It screwed up the movie.
I thought to myself, Talia deals with girls. I didn't think the actual dialogue.
That's smart. That's smart.
I just figured it out. I'm good.
I think M. Night is like he's good when he's taken for what he is, which is this like high concept genre filmmaker, not the guy who's going to get nominated for an Academy Award every time.
No, exactly.
You know?
Exactly. That's why I'm so bummed that his Tales from the Crypt got killed.
Oh, it did?
Because he was rebooting Tales from the Crypt, and it's dead now. They had all these rights issues with EC Comics. But I thought he was a really great candidate for it.
Yeah.
Because it's
just come up with those weird concepts.
Short, fun stories with a twist. You know,
Yeah.
it's like that guy would be perfect for that. So
I agree with that.
But it's dead.
You see Get Out? I'm sure you did.
I saw Get Out. I thought it was great.
Yeah, it was really
good. Yeah, I thought it was great. And I was really happy particularly for Rel, because he's a funny fucking comic,
He's
man.
so
And
funny
he
in
was
that movie, too.
Just getting applause breaks in the theater.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you fucking killed.
And that's such a risky thing, because like a lot of times in those movies, you throw in the comic relief character, and it's dog shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? And unnecessary.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah. But in this one, it was like it added
No, it worked.
a lot.
It made
worked, and it
sense.
was funny. And did you like it? Did you
I
end up
did,
liking
yeah.
it? Yeah. Yeah.
I was at a barbecue that Jordan Peele was at, and I was talking to him, and I was like, "What are you doing since the show ended?" And he was like, "I directed a horror movie, man. It comes out in February." And I was like, "Oh, cool, man. Good for you."
Yeah.
Who's
And
in
then
it? And he's like, Kathleen Keener, and I was like, "Cool." And he's like, "Yeah, I hope it does well, man." I was like, all right. Fucking thing comes out. People are like, "It's the greatest film ever made."
Yeah, it was good.
And I think now, Key and Peele, because I interviewed Key not that long ago, and he said that the two of them were getting back together to reboot the Police Academy franchise.
Yeah, they've been working on that for a while. They got that deal when the show was still on. I remember reading about that they were going to reboot Police Academy.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it got sidetracked with Keanu and all that. I didn't see Keanu, but
It was fun. I liked it.
I heard it was all right.
Yeah.
But whatever. But I've been hearing that for a while that they're going to reboot.
Yeah.
Police Academy. Were you a fan of the Police Academy film?
Back in those days.
Yeah.
We have to take a break, by the way. But back in those days, I liked them, but they don't hold up.
They don't,
Yeah.
right?
No, I don't think so.
I still kind of like the second one a little bit because I'm a big Howard Hessman fan.
Yeah?
Yeah, Johnny Fever.
Yeah.
I just saw him in an episode of The Golden Girls, I think, or something. He was in an episode of something that I didn't expect to see him in.
He's in a movie with Jessica Lange that just came out and Shirley MacLaine.
He's still alive?
Yeah. He's in a movie where they play it's like one of those two old gals get a lot of money and go down to the islands.
Oh.
And then he plays the insurance investigator that goes after them.
Who is it? Jessica?
Shirley MacLaine and Jessica Lange. It's called Wild Oats, I think.
Yuck.
I like shit like that.
Really?
You know, Jim, I have a philosophy. You're never too old to be young. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's true.
And,
when you after menopause, sit home and have a fucking bowl of
It's
soup.
over. See, like Last Vegas?
That one I didn't like.
that?
I have more of an affinity for older women movies than older men movies. I never want to see one of those like, you know, last job.
Wild Hogs?
Yeah, no. Anything that Tim Allen might eventually be in, I'm not really feeling it.
Did you watch Feud, by the way, speaking of Jessica Lange?
I didn't. I heard it was good.
It's the fucking best.
When I saw it, I really liked.
It's the fucking. You got to finish it, dude.
I know.
The end is the last 2 episodes are the best.
I will. I've been busy with karate.
You taking karate?
No.
Oh,
just wanted to sound tough.
We should probably take a break.
Yeah, let's take a quick break. We have Joe DeRosa for the next 20 minutes, then we're off. I'm heading to Pittsburgh.
That's not that good of a tease.
Well, just say that's our show.
I know, but you don't say we have because that's like giving people. Oh, it's only 20 minutes. I could turn it off now.
Cool. Yeah, you can. I'm going to Pittsburgh, and then Joe's going to be at Gotham tonight, and we'll be right back. He's looking at a black dick.
No. Little jawbreaker.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Woo! All the beefs are gone. Joe DeRosa and Troy Kwan are speaking casually to each other. It's a beautiful
We've
thing.
beefed in 6 years.
I forgot you guys had that.
It was so long ago.
Troy holds on to things, though.
I hold on to a grudge, but I like Joe. Joe's a good guy.
I like Trick Kwan. Kwan's a good guy.
I love it.
Yeah, we made up years and years ago. It is good to see you, man. It was on Anthony's show
That's
yesterday.
what I was going to say. Like, you and Anthony have spoken and not spoken and spoken and not spoken. So.
How was that?
It was great. It was great. We made up about 2 years ago. We talked on the phone, and it was really, really healthy. That's the best word I can use to describe it. We were both just like, hey, dude, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, too, man. You know, I shouldn't have said what I said. Yeah, dude, I shouldn't have said what I... It was very, very, like, positive and healthy.
Right.
And about one another, I mean. But I was, at the time, he said, do you want to come on the show? And I was like, I'm a little gun shy right now. Right. But then, you know, last year he's like, come on. I was like, okay, cool. And then we just couldn't work it out. And then finally it happened. And, you know, it was great, dude. It was great just sitting there again with him for 2 hours and laughing. And we hung out after Patrice's thing. We had like 87 fucking drinks. And it was old times, you know? And it was just like, sorry, dude, this was so dumb. Yeah. All this stupid shit went down between us. So it felt really good, you know?
Yeah.
It felt really, really good.
Yeah, his show is fun. It's from 4 to 6, Monday through Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah. Earlier this morning, we missed that the President of the United States had sent out some tweets that I wanted to share with you.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that.
Jim and you, Joe. Earlier this morning, Donald J. Trump, our president, he tweeted out, I heard poorly rated at Morning Joe speaks badly of me, parentheses, don't watch anymore. Then he writes, then how come low IQ Crazy Mika, along with Psycho Joe, came to Mar-a-Lago 3 nights in a row around New Year's Eve and insisted on joining me? She was bleeding badly from a facelift. I said no. Like, what the fuck? He's talking about Mika and Joe from Morning Joe.
He's saying she got a facelift and she was bleeding badly? Oh.
At first, I was like, yeah, it's kind of out of line that the president called Mika low IQ Crazy Mika, but then mentioned that she was bleeding badly from a facelift.
He throws some fucking jabs.
He doesn't mind, does he? He really is. Like, he doesn't even know where the high road is located.
He doesn't give a fuck.
No.
He started blocking regular people. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I did see that.
Like, people are tweeting out the screen caps of it now. He's blocking, like, regular
American
citizens. It's like, what
well,
is...
he doesn't want to be abused.
He's the president. It also means that even the non-verified people, he's catching their app mentions, because obviously, or he's searching himself, or he's doing whatever, which means that he's actually reading people's
Now, dude, this girl
tweets.
that I saw that he blocked, I was like, she must be famous, and I don't know her. And I looked up, she had like 1,000 followers. It's like, Jesus Christ, man. It's a scene. It's a scene, man.
It's crazy. It's so much fun.
Yeah, it's But
I can't believe we have a president that's shouting out like news anchors as being crazy low IQ people who were bleeding badly because they had facelifts.
Then how come low IQ crazy Mika, along with Psycho Joe, came tomorrow along with 3 nights in a row around New Year's Eve and insisted on joining me? She was bleeding badly from a facelift. I said no.
Just brutality.
He said no.
Do you bleed badly from a facelift? Is that a thing?
You might.
You got to cut. You got to cut skin. Yeah. You know, you got to cut skin and pull. Troy, have you had a facelift?
I've not had a facelift.
Just yet. Rhinoplasty?
I couldn't breathe out of my nose, so I did have my septum fixed. Yes.
And while you were there?
Well, I said make my nose look nice.
Oh, okay.
I bet you that she didn't want that out there, that she was bleeding badly from a facelift.
Would you be willing to make that bet?
Yeah.
Especially by the president.
Yeah.
A lot of people saw that one.
See, that's we were talking earlier about the reporter or the producer who shouldn't be saying certain things. You would think, right, that if you're around the president and you're Mika, that you're like, I don't want people to know I got a facelift, but I can be around the president. He's not going to say anything about this. Like, he's not going to expose this.
Well, here's my question: How is he not at risk of libel or anything like that?
What did he say? It must have been true.
She had a facelift. She's bleeding badly.
I mean, what did he say? He said, low IQ Mika is an opinion. Psycho Joe is an opinion. And the facelift thing is probably true.
I'd love to find out what Mika's IQ is.
You can get sued for slander if you say publicly so-and-so is fat, technically.
I don't know about that, no, because the truth is a defense.
Really?
If someone's, of course, slander or libel or any of those things, if it's not factual.
So, but couldn't he come back and say,
"You-Rock must have a bad lawyer"?
Couldn't Joe, for instance? I'm just curious. Couldn't Joe, for instance, come back and go, "You referred to me publicly as a psycho. The position you're in, that is slanderous to my career because you are making people think that I'm a mentally unstable man."
Maybe, yeah, he might be able to make that argument. He wouldn't win, but yeah,
he wouldn't win.
I would just think that there would be, this is a greater risk.
If he said Joe, Joe and Mika skew the facts or whatever, or making up sources.
Liars. You said they're liars.
They're liars. There's certain things you can't say. Like doctors, you can't call quacks.
Yeah.
That's one that's been known.
Psychics, you can't call them frauds.
You can't call them frauds. Those weird things that can get you sued. But saying someone's a psycho.
But I'll bet if she didn't have a facelift.
Then she could sue him. Yeah.
Well, what about low IQ? What if she came back and goes, "Here, I have a 200 IQ, whatever the fuck."
He's like, if she's like, "I have a 200 IQ," he's like, "I thought it'd be higher."
Yeah, it's just a nickname. He's just giving her a nickname.
Yeah, that's weird. I thought it'd be higher.
Although cocaine addict James Woods got that guy sued because he was saying that he hated James Woods and he said he was a cocaine addict, which James Woods is not. So he said cocaine addict James Woods, and the judge dismissed it, and then another judge said no. This lawsuit can go through because in our country, when you say a title right before a name, it's connected. Like it means that you're saying the person is really that, like doctor something or rapist. Rapist Joe. So it actually
low IQ applies here.
No, it doesn't. It's not necessarily low IQ or psycho. Those are not things like that are. No, I don't think it does.
They're a little bit more colloquial.
I would think
cocaine addict is a much right. He's
like
colloquial. Yeah.
Yeah, well, he's not actually saying lock up Morning Joe and put him in a fucking mental institution.
Yeah, if people know that.
But he is literally saying Mika absolutely had a facelift.
If he said instead of psycho, criminally insane.
Sure.
Or something that had a more specific...
Yeah. Or that he was like, he actually was committing crimes.
Pekka sucking.
Pekka sucking.
Yeah.
That would be something that would be weird.
We have 1 minute. We have to end. We have 1 minute until the computer shuts us off. I always say that so people don't think we're booting you.
Well, listen, it was great to see Joe DeRosa again.
It was great to see you guys. Thank you for having me in.
Of course.
Congrats on the show.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And it was fun. I hope to see you next time.
Go to Joe DeRosa Comedy. He's at Gotham tonight, The Stand on Saturday, and then July 13th through 15th at the Punchline in Philly.
I'm heading to Pittsburgh. I got a bunch of dates. And Sam's here tomorrow. I'm back. We're taking a few days. And we'll let you know about the big party.
Oh, I can't wait to tell. Well, by the way, we will spend some of tomorrow theorizing about what will happen at the party behind your back.
Okay.
And then we'll have a full recap when we're back.
Good. Check out Anthony Cumia this afternoon. All right. Take care, guys.